The following presentation does not represent Australian opinion or intellect. We do not speak for any religious order or ethnic minority. We are not political scientists or uni graduates. We're insignificant upper-lower class scum, comparing notes and airing grievances. It's just our opinion. Deal with it.
No way that GST will ever be part of our policy.
Never ever.
Never ever, it's dead.
If they don't like it, go back to where they're from.
It is a big idea.
No, we don't need them.
A new world order. By 1990, no Australian child will be living in poverty.
Welcome Skull and Bones with the secrets of
Bobby came out first.
Then Starchy Bob.
I think it initially started with Nick just looking at me saying, "You look like a Bobby."
No.
It didn't.
It was Maximilian.
I know where it was. It was. I know where it was, man. Because we said we should do an official intro, as in like our names and shit, because like no one knows who we are.
Yeah.
And so you introduced yourself, and I said, "I thought your name was Bob." I swear to God, I thought it was Bob. One of us said it.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but I know I said, "I swear to God, I thought your name was Bob."
Yeah, and I think then I said, yeah, you do look like a Bob.
And then he said Bobby, and then he started with the fun Bobby shit.
Yeah.
And then I said, maybe we should be like Bubby, like the Greeks.
Bubby, yeah.
There's actually a Bubby just around the corner. It's fucking hilarious, man. He's a mate from like he's affiliated, like the way we know him is through the north. Fuck, I'm cold now. He's affiliated through the people in the north.
Yeah.
And my cousin's a big fan of Bubby. Bubby. I'm actually...
Bad boy Bubby.
Nah, I'm actually...
That's a fucked up movie.
Yeah.
Bad Boy Bubby.
Be still, cat.
Dude, that's an Aussie movie, man.
Shit, man. Is that Hugo Weaving?
Nah.
No?
Oh, don't know.
Bubby.
Man, early morning stats. Let's get on with it.
He's already...
Bubby's definitely not Hugo Weaving.
No?
Nah.
I don't think I've ever sat that movie through, like, all the way.
Oh, it's really depressing. The whole feel of it, the look of like the film, everything.
It's a really dark kind of.
Dark, yeah.
It's.
I remember when I first started getting into audio for film, like, as in going into that shit. How does that sound?
I hear heavy metal music.
Someone.
Yeah.
That's from my phone.
Is it?
Yep. It is.
Johnny's rocking the metal, man, early in the
How come
morning.
it was so soft, but, like, you could still hear it? Because it didn't even sound like it was on. Like,
Trivium.
Mad.
Because I had it in my car and I took the
Oh, the input.
yeah, I took the input out and it just kept playing, which it normally doesn't do, which is weird, but whatever.
That sounded weird, man. The what's it called? The oh, you know what? Hang on, I gotta make sure this is.
The actor.
Did you actually hit play this time, Dim? We're not gonna.
Shut up, dickhead. Stop,
That
man.
big triangle button at the top.
It wasn't my fault. Go fuck yourself. That was not my fault.
Nicholas Hope. You're right. It wasn't Hugo Weaving. It just looked like him though. But Nicholas Hope is an English guy, but lives in Sydney. But that movie ruined a lot of it. That was a
Fucking hell, I just got coffee all over my hand.
Put a few scars in my brain.
Oh man,
I was going to say, one thing that was really warped about it was because when I looked into it, like I said, when I started doing audio for film, I looked into that movie as an example because, like, you know, when it's from POV from him, yeah, they actually hooked up recording devices to like his like behind his earlobes, like the back of his neck, like to get audio. Yeah, so it's actually POV audio, like you're actually inside his thoughts.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's how they did that. That's cool.
And I don't think I actually watched it when I found that out. I think I'd seen it way before.
Yeah.
So I should probably watch it again. Do you want to watch it?
It's ruined. Like I haven't seen it in ages.
Yeah, dude, I remember scenes, but I don't remember the whole movie.
I remember the scene that's burnt into my memory is when his mum fucks him. Remember that?
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty.
Like the whole thing was. I'm trying to remember the story. He was in the house, and his mum, his old lady, would tell him like the outside was like kill him or something.
Poison gas or whatever.
Poison gas.
Yep.
And like she's molesting him, and then eventually like gets out.
Yep.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah.
And the cat's his plaything.
Yeah.
He just fucks with the cat at home when he's home alone.
It's based in Adelaide, as in that's the whole industrial area of Adelaide. In
Adelaide, man. It's like Snowtown.
In addition to beating him and sexually abusing him, she confines him to the apartment, telling him the air outside is poisonous. Yeah. And he'll die if he was to leave.
That was just a fictional story, though, yeah?
Yeah. It's just, but whoever, it's just.
I'm sure that story has happened in real life, though, for sure.
Oh, of course it does.
But I love the plot. Bobby escapes, joins up with a rock band.
His name's Bobby.
Not Bobby, Bubby.
Bad boy
now
Bobby.
I'm going to be affiliating, like, Fun Bobby with Bad Boy.
No. That's messed up. Don't do that.
I know. That's fucked up, man.
That was a tripped out movie. Adelaide, yeah.
We're
So it's all the bad
I guess
stuff happens in Adelaide.
that's another stop we have to make.
Hey, while
Adelaide.
while we get the butterfish.
You know what I was thinking about?
Sweet butterfish.
I was thinking about how you said yesterday about the UK people dropping off because of what we said about the Queen's birthday.
Yeah.
That's a weird stat.
Yep.
Say it again, like for the record, put it on record, man. Say it again, what it was.
Yeah, so basically I was going through the stats or whatever. We had some growing numbers in the UK listening to our show. And then I noticed it around the same time that we did our Queen's birthday episode where we talked about the Queen and all the lovely things she does. The UK listeners sort of stopped listening.
Loyalty? You gotta give him something that's got loyalty,
it's
though.
loyalist hard, man.
But, come on.
Look, you know what, man? It's not. I was trying to see like why it would have bothered people, right? We took the piss out of what the Queen does because we don't have an answer for what the Queen actually does. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like that's what do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And man, I'll say that I'll say that I'm on board for anything, man. Like if I'm taking the shit out of like, you know, whoever, like some humanitarian dude, like, oh, what's he ever done? What's she ever done? Anyone.
Yeah.
Some public figure, right? If I'm saying this cunt's fucked, she's fucked, they're useless, and then someone says, oh no, they've actually done blah, 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 blah. I'll be like, I'll eat my fucking words and say, okay, cool.
Oh, they actually are? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's why. It's because we still don't have an answer for the Queen.
So, I've just typed in, what does the Queen actually do? Alright? We didn't actually look at that last time. We just, alright? And this is what comes up. The Queen's role.
Listen up.
Hey,
Wait.
do you remember Clark W. Griswold's answer from European Vacation? She queens.
She queens.
Does queeny
That's a
things.
good answer. Like, she queens.
What does a queen do, Dad? She queens.
Listen up, Britons, Britannians.
The Queen's role, although the Queen is no longer responsible for governing the country, so she doesn't govern...
She hasn't got anything to do with the power politically.
She carries out a great many important tasks on behalf of the nation. As head of the state, the Queen goes on official state visits abroad. So she goes on, like, you know, Kentucky's and stuff. She also...
This is for royalty.
She also invites other world leaders to come to the United Kingdom. I'm pretty sure you don't have to be a queen to invite, like, the president of Rhodesia or whatever, like, to be like, I'll come visit our country for a couple of days. And she gets paid a shitload, like, and she lives in a, like, we went to
Okay.
London, I saw the palace. Not inside, but we went to the front of it.
Is it like-
That's a monstrosity.
Is it massive?
It's pretty cool.
So
Yeah.
the-
Like, I'd live in there, man.
So Buckingham Palace is really a travel centre.
Yeah, man.
Or a leisure centre.
Yeah.
Do you know what, like, can you imagine, like, someone being, like, having that, like, being head of state, right? But being really casual about it? Like, just, like, picture me, like, on my phone with, like,
Yeah.
you know, numbers and shit. Yo, Barack, man, yeah, come down this weekend. It's gonna be sick.
Dude, I got, like,
China, we miss you. Come down.
having a pool party. I'm throwing on the barbecue.
Yeah, look,
like-
man. Carlton's playing the GWS. The game's not going to be good, but man, I got a few snags going. You know. Can you imagine that?
And then you see what's his plane called? Air Force One. No, what's
Air Force One. That's a
just
presidential
rocks
plane.
up.
Yeah, just
Barack's in his Hawaiian shirt.
Lands on Princess Highway.
Barack's in his shirt.
Yeah, man.
Khaki shorts. Bad, man. Brings in a 6-pack of Budweiser.
Dude, every nation has a head of state. Isn't the head of state generally like the prime minister or the president?
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a show called Head of State?
Yeah.
And it was I think it was Gina Davies.
Oh,
Yeah.
what?
Man, she played the hard ass kind of.
She was the president. She was meant to be.
Yeah.
Dude, head of state. Do you know what that reminds me of? Driving to SAE in South Melbourne. Like, you know where
What's SAE?
that's where I did auto engineering.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, you know where we parked for Van Damme? That parking spot, the exhibition building?
Yes.
Yeah, that road, Normanby, whatever it's called,
Yeah.
that takes you through to South Melbourne.
Okay.
Right? When you go around that first bend, basically just after Montague Street is where I went to school. Mm-hmm. Just at that first bend, there's like a massive billboard spot, yeah? For fucking like a year, man, they had Gina Davis's face from Head of State, like an ad. It was just this like
Just shake your head every time
front
you
on
pass it.
to the side profile sort of shot of her, man. And me and Luke Ruff, every day we drive past it, man, I'd look at it and I'd comment every single day, man.
Look at that strong, powerful woman up
Yeah,
there.
and I'm pretty sure a couple of times you're like, there's your missus. I'm like, oh, I'm going to fucking kill you. I'm going to burn that. Dude, I can't.
Well, the chief public representative of a country, such as a president or monarch, may
Yeah.
also be the head of government. So not necessarily.
So, dude,
Yeah.
what's his name? Any of the prime ministers could have been head of state.
Yeah.
But instead, they handballed it to old Queenie, who just needed a
and
job
gone,
to do.
Listen,
Old Queenie Two Shoes.
When she fills out
Queenie Two Shoes.
Do you reckon you know what, man? Does she feel like a census out? You know, like how we...
She better.
No. Like,
could you imagine her trying to do it online? Philip!
Roger, how many people are here today?
How many people have lived in the building? It'd be like thousands, you know?
What is my income?
Yeah, income. Like, does she have to declare any of that?
I'm sure she'd have to.
Oh, really? I was going to say, I highly doubt it.
Yeah,
hang on.
I'm sure she sweeps under the rug.
Let's just think about it, right? In royal families, they're at the top of the chain,
Yeah.
right? Like, obviously they own land and enterprise and all that sort of shit, yeah? That's where they'd make money as, like, a family.
Yeah.
But do they have to declare what they earn, like, to the government? I'm just thinking
sure
abstractly here.
I'm sure it's state-based, so, like, they would know. Like, everything would be on record because that's the monarch. Like, you'd have to...
Yeah.
Because in Monaco, when we went, something about the tour that we did, I couldn't even remember what they were saying. And they were saying something like the monarch did not declare any of their earnings up until 2004, and there was like a big fuss about it. The people of Monaco, like Monaco and shit, saying, "Hey man, like
Show us.
show us, because we don't know what you're earning. Apparently you're living like lifestyle of the rich and famous, but
Yeah.
we don't know what you're." So they've actually declared now. They're actually showing what they bring in.
That's an institutional monarchy, though, yeah? Like, it's an own...
They own the country.
Yeah, they own the shit.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
old school.
But the prince was like, "All right, cool, we'll do it. Like, we'll show
start
you what
showing you what our revenue
yeah.
is."
But they probably show like 2% of what they.
Yeah, they don't-
You know, they have to show
If
you
they've got no priors...
Yeah, and obviously there you don't pay tax on your salary. So
So how does a country run?
very well. I was tripping out when I was.
If you don't pay tax, then where does the government make its money
no,
from?
they pay tax on other things, like just salary. You don't pay tax.
So, like, high tax on purchases.
Yeah. Oh man, like
So if you buy, like, a bottle of water, it's like 80% tax.
dude, I bought an ice cream. Right?
Buffalo Bill.
Dude, even you're going to be like, what the hell, right?
Dude, I can just see him standing there on the street, black shorts, black t-shirt.
He's like, let's get an ice cream.
Dude, thongs.
Exactly the way I was.
He's just standing like this sad, lonely vigil amongst a sea of, like, money and colour.
Slapping his jaw while he's eating.
Man, honestly, we scraped that bucket of ice cream. It was like a little small thing, right?
A Vienna cup?
It was a Dixie cup. Right? I rock up and we're like, "Oh, you get the flavours, whatever."
I'm hot again, sorry, man.
And it goes,
Get those biceps
she's
out.
like, that'll be €6.
What?
Yeah,
What do you mean, man?
€6, dude. That's like $10 Australian.
For a Dixie cup?
Yeah. And I'm like, that's how they make their money. That's how they make their money. They don't pay money on salaries, like I was saying last time. A lot of famous people and stuff live there, like celebrities and stuff. But they make money on
Dixie
clothing
cups.
and plus all the... That's their prime industry, Dixie cups.
Just Dixie cup stands everywhere.
Off the tourists. None of the locals buy ice cream. Like,
And also property.
Try our famous ice cream.
they're all on cocaine. Because that's tax free. No, they laugh at the tourists in the restaurants.
They're sitting there dabbing on their...
I'm good. Another 5 days I need to eat. They're just living on coke, man.
Yeah, but that, like real estate, vehicles, they make a lot of money. Like, apartments there are like, you won't get one less than €3 million.
And do they have like a president or royal
Prince, the royal
The
monarchy.
king, the royal monarchy
Yeah.
runs the show, man.
Prince Albert, I think his name was, or something.
Duncan.
I'll have a look.
Prince Bobby?
But we did
Prince
it like,
Bobby of Monaco.
Can you imagine Prince Bobby? It'd be like that movie King Ralph, you know, with
Yeah.
what's his name? John
I haven't seen that.
Oh, dude.
John Goodman.
Yeah.
You haven't seen it?
No, King Ralph, no.
It's fuck, that's an old movie, man. It's the 80s, I'm pretty sure. Late 80s.
Is John Goodman the king?
Yeah. Dude, he's basically what happens is there's an accident and the whole royal family's wiped out, like in one fatal blow. Like, I can't remember, plane accident, I can't remember what it was, an explosion, some shit like that. And he's like a third cousin, like twice removed or some shit. He's the last living blood relative to the royal family, so they ship him over from the States, and he becomes king.
Oh, no
So
shit.
he's like, you know, a slob from the States, and it's all hilarious.
Slovenly king.
Yeah. If they
You'd love it. You'd love
If
it.
they remade it today, it'd be like Jack Black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It'd be
Perfect.
Actually, straight away, you
Jack Black, that's the first person I can think of.
You think of
man.
a slob. You think of...
I can see him sitting there eating a big chicken bone with his crown on. Just like,
Yeah, in his shorts. You haven't seen Orange County, have you?
yeah, I've seen Orange
Yeah.
County. I love that movie too.
Picture him in Orange County, like
Yeah.
in his jokes. He's always high.
Just a fucked up older brother.
Yeah, man. Fuck.
What's Statsman looking at? He looks excited.
I've actually got a photo of that ice cream.
What is it?
The mini Dixie. That is tiny.
What is that?
His Dixie cup that he ate.
Ren can fit it in her hand.
Oh, that's
€6.
Ren.
€6.
$10. That's fucked. I don't. Well, think about. Hang on. If you didn't pay income tax, yeah, could you pay an inflated price on everything else?
Yeah, probably.
That's pretty much what they do.
I know, but I'm saying, could we do it? Like, because I mean, that sounds stupid, yeah, like $10. But remember, like, ice cream in Europe is generally expensive, man. Like I remember when I went to Greece, man, for the first time, I looked everywhere for ice cream, and it actually cost me. Like, I was like, what the fuck?
It's good quality.
Yeah,
like it's really good quality. Like it's
Really creamy.
You know what, man?
Yeah, yeah. It's not blue ribbon or
Dude,
anything
that's
like that.
the difference. That's actually a very good point, man. The shit in Europe is, like, food-wise, man. Like, I'm not talking about cooked food out, like, which can be in the eye of, like, the beholder, basically. You know what I mean? Like, you're at the mercy of wherever you eat. You know what I mean? But the shit like chocolate, like shit like that.
Just
ice
the quality's
cream,
like
it's quality. Like Toblerone, yeah. Toblerone Swiss chocolate. It's fucking delicious, and you pay more. You can buy Cadbury. You go to Safeway sometimes,
Dude,
man.
Cadbury was on special yesterday for $2.50.
Yeah, I was going to say, you buy 2 blocks for $5.
Yeah,
You know, those massive motherfucking blocks, man.
Yeah.
And those blocks are meant to last you. It's just because you get dickheads here eating them, like, you know, for dinner. But one of those chocolate blocks, like, man, they're meant to last you at least a week or something, yeah?
Yeah.
Like the serving suggestion. I'm not talking about how long it actually lasts.
No, just serving.
Yeah. But you buy 2 of those blocks for $5, so they're $2.50 each.
Yeah.
What's recommended retail price? What's the profit margin on that, man?
Like we bought the Greek chocolate in Greece when I went there, and bought Aeon chocolate.
Yeah.
It's like $12 a block.
Yeah, my
But
mum gave
it's-
me a block just a couple of days ago.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's like proper chocolate.
It's premium shit, and that's the difference with, like, Toblerone, man. That's why you compare Toblerone to, like, what's Toblerone cost now, man? Like, a little block is like $6 or something, isn't it?
We bought one from duty free in Dubai, and we got that big boy, the big block,
Yeah, that's
man.
the best.
But it's coconut.
What?
Oh, dude.
Coconut Toblerone?
Dude, we are getting ripped off here in Australia, and I'm going to write a letter. We're getting ripped.
Coconut Toblerone.
Oh, dude. You guys
Oh,
are...
you know I love bounties.
I love coconut, man. I've got coconut Cadbury right now at home.
Like, we saw it and we lost it. Like, Retton loves coconut and we're like, we lost it. Like, coconut, Toblerone. Get involved. I'll import the shit. I will import the shit.
that sounds so good.
And you know how I said I was wearing all black? You were right.
That's mad.
There he
What
is.
a candid.
All black.
I actually want to see some photos, man. You got to put them on like a thing, a USB.
I've got like 900 photos
From
for
your
the
phone?
whole trip. No, like, we shared it. It's got some sharing thing on iPhone. I didn't even know. You know, you can share photos on iCloud or some kind of thing,
You know
and
what's
you
funny?
add people.
Like, you can share it, and then, like, half the Apple execs are sharing his photos as well. That's part of the market research.
Yeah.
No, I'm serious.
No, I'm not even joking.
It's like when they put, you know, when you remember that clause, you sign up to Facebook and Facebook own, like, the images or something. Like, they can't. I remember there was this massive stink
Not for
about
profit.
Instagram. Yeah, when Facebook bought Instagram, and then they changed the policies and shit, where it was
right,
like,
yeah.
there's a massive debate
Yeah.
whether or not who owned the images. Like, they can't use them for reproduction or some shit.
Yeah.
I can't remember.
They
Like,
can't profit off the...
they can't profit off the images,
off
but
the
they
images.
can access them for marketing and, like,
for marketing purposes and like...
to define
Well,
marketing purposes, man. Like, seriously.
It's a big umbrella.
But you know what's fucked? Like, if you buy, like, say you get on eBay, right? On your computer, like you're on Lappy or whatever, or even on your phone, you get on eBay to buy something, and then all of a sudden, all the ad pop-ups in your Facey and stuff, they're all related to what you bought. That means it's phishing somewhere.
Yep.
Like, it's phishing the information from, however, like, I don't know how. Like, I mean, what thing? But dude, that's borderline Trojan, like,
Yeah, dude.
spyware.
I was tripping out. Like,
Yeah,
it's-
I've made a whole new email account one time before, like completely separate from my other one, and signed up with Facebook, and straight away it started asking me to add people that I know from my previous account, which have no ties to my new account whatsoever, like a brand new, fresh account.
thinking, what the hell's going on here?
And I was
Like,
literally just like, how do they know? Like, there must be something in my computer that's like,
oh, dude, we're getting...
You know what I mean?
We're getting looked at, searched. We're getting...
like full on just surveillance, like hardcore.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's why it makes me laugh, man. When someone, like, years ago, someone said to me, I don't know if did I mention on this podcast? Maybe I just said it in a conversation the other day. I can't remember. It's one of my exes, like fucking like 10 years ago, 5 years ago or something. They were like, because I always had my my Facey profile was always on public because of media. you know, I wanted, because I could always post links to like some of the work we do and shit like that. I always wanted to be accessible.
You wanted that sexy face out there.
You're a dickhead. I didn't reveal my face. I didn't have a picture. Dude, I didn't have a fucking selfie or anything on my facey for years. And I always used to tell my friends, don't tag me in any photos. I don't want to be tagged.
I remember. Yeah.
I said, you can put the photo up, just don't tag me. Right? I actually got in a brawl with my ex about that once as well. Do you know what she said? She goes, what's the fucking point if I can't fucking tag you? Photo might as well not even be up there. Like, I go, all right, man. I go, you going home and opening up your photo albums and like writing everyone's names in? Like, what do you mean? Like that sort of OC, like, you know what I mean?
She just wanted the world to see it. She just wanted the world to see a sexy boy.
Dude, fuck off, man. Alright? But I said it for years. I don't want my face up on Facey. Like, put the photo up, I don't give a fuck. Just don't tag me. If you want to, like, put my name up as in you've written it in, just for point of reference, like, yeah, go ahead.
But that's different. If she's put a photo up of like a group photo or a couple photo of you guys and she's like, oh my god, great day out or whatever.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to tag you in it, you're up there.
I'm up there. Write my name. I don't care. Like, write it separately. Just don't tag my account. Because it was two reasons, man. Initially, it was because, like, my website, man, because like, I've said it before, you know, I used to do like the articles like Arthur does and stuff, yeah? And because I used to do a lot of controversial shit, like I had Nova and all those people come after me, like mail bombing me and shit like that.
Yeah.
I didn't want it to tie anyone else into it, you know, I didn't want people emailing my sister or my missus or whatever.
Yeah.
So I always kept that anonymity. I'm like, you know, like you can't tie me into anyone else, so go after me.
Yeah.
That was initial. And then my public profile, man, like on Facey, was always like phone number, contact details, because like I wanted people
Hit me up, girls.
like because it was media work, man. Like the market's that small, you know. Like you can't afford to have someone say, "Oh, I love this guy's work. I love
But
that."
I can't find him.
But I can't get a hold of this guy.
Yeah.
Like, man, call me, fucking hell. Like, you know, I'll take the message, you know.
Yeah.
But I remember like my ex had said to me, "Oh, my profile's gone complete private. You know, I don't want anyone fucking seeing it." I'm like, yeah, but you got like 900 friends. You haven't met 900 people in your life. Is there anyone on your Facey that doesn't? Like, how hard would it be to find out like where you are, who you are?
Can I say that's what astounds me on Facey? When people have like over 1,000 friends and stuff like that, and it's like, you've never left Melbourne. You've never left your town. Like, how do you know these people? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You're putting up photos of you, your family, your kids,
And some of those same people have locations on where it shows people exactly where they are at that time.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's insane.
Dude, it takes 2 seconds.
Like, anyone
to
could be
track
looking
someone.
at you.
Yeah.
2 seconds.
And I love when people tag themselves at their house. Don't you love that?
Yeah.
Like,
with the address.
Yeah, with the address. And it actually pinpoints where the house is. It's like, do you want to get robbed or do you want to, like, because anyone can get that information. Like, if your profile is not on private, even the slightest,
Dude,
they will get you.
You don't need a profile to be on, like, even if it is on private. If I want to get someone, like, for whatever reason, like, if I want to find out, I don't have Facey anymore, yeah? I can hit you up. I can hit anyone up
And
that
say,
I
"Hey,
know
man,
that
look at
might
this."
remotely know this person. I do. Because, like, there's options. I know there's options in Facey. Your profile's open to friends and friends of friends as well.
Yeah. Mine's not friends of friends.
We don't live, like, in the galaxy where everyone's so far removed, dude, man. Like, the 6 degrees of separation. Man. Yeah, look, I met this person. Oh, they went to school with such and such. Oh, I'm actually married to think. Oh, cool. You know, we're all connected.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
These fucking naive people. Like, oh, I'm a complete private. No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Fucking 1,000 photos of you at, like, your last birthday or, you
Can't
know.
be any more removed from private. Like,
Yeah.
we are all of us are
Everyone's
exposed.
monitored.
Yeah.
I think it's heading to that point where there'll be no privacy, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, but yeah. It's gone. It's gone.
but just worse. Just worse.
Yeah,
Like, you know
but
what
with
I
our
mean?
ATM cards, we're just a number. We're just a
We
number.
are a number, man.
That's it.
You know, they've already started introducing that, the
Scan code.
Yeah, the what's it called? The barcodes in the fingers and stuff.
RFID chip.
Is that what it's called? The conspiracy
Yes,
theories of
that's what it's
Star.
called.
So give
I hate
me a
you, by the
rundown
way.
on that, man.
Dude,
Like,
I hate you because I've been stuck on conspiracies the last, like, 2 days. I was watching reptilian shapeshifter videos for, like, a day.
Do you know what happens with me? I always tell myself, just enough with the conspiracies. I'm gonna be oblivious to all this shit. I'm
Live a
just gonna
normal life.
enjoy the system.
enjoy the
The system.
Look at what presidents are doing and say, oh, that's lovely and fucking all that. But then something giant will come up that just brings me straight back to it. It's undeniable, and I'm just like, fuck. Like,
Dude, I literally try and stay away from conspiracies just because I couldn't do it anymore, sitting in my room, like, just fucking scared to do anything. Like, I did nothing else, you know? And then it was last week. You said something. I can't remember what it was. Like something totally minuscule, man. Like tiny. And I'm like,
And it just set you off, dude. I know. It happens to me every week. It happens to me every week, dude.
All right, so what's to do with the chips? Because I remember seeing it I was watching some rubbish TV, and I just saw the chip. I'm like, huh, that's the coming of the what is it? The Antichrist. You know what I mean?
Wow.
New World Order, bitches.
Yeah.
Because people have already done it. Like if you go on YouTube, there's a clip of some family, I think it was in New Jersey maybe, getting their little kid RFID chipped.
Come on, man.
And they're on the news just saying, yeah, we think it's a great thing, you know, we can see where they are at all times,
And
blah,
they're
blah, blah.
absolutely tiny.
Yeah, like the size of a grain of rice.
Yeah.
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 A lot of people believe it's the mark of the beast.
Yeah, every major religion, man,
Yeah,
has
there you
always
go.
said the day. I remember, dude, being in Greek school. Being in Greek school, I was probably like 7, 8 years old, and they said to me, the second someone says we want to put a barcode or a chip like into you, run for the hills. Like literally run for the hills.
Yeah.
And like that was the fear sort of factor. Like when you're 10 years old or whatever, you're impressionable as fuck. And you hear that, it's like, fuck, is that really going to happen?
Yeah.
Then you think about it, like, dude, you carry a phone around that has like GPS tracking systems in it, man.
Yeah.
Look, we already are that chip. We've been that chip for 10 years
Yeah,
plus.
but that's how they're going to do it. They make us love it. Like, you love all this shit. Now the only way to keep having it is to put the chip inside you, and people will be just, okay, willingly, yeah,
It was all a
let's do
plan.
it. Yeah.
It was all a plan.
Is it the mark of the beast?
I don't know.
Mark of the
Because
Queen.
it's open interpretation, right?
Yeah, it is.
Like, it's all open to interpretation. If you're going
Depends what you believe in.
If you're going to believe it's the mark of the beast, then you obviously have to believe in an afterlife. And you have to be religious then in that sense. Like, look, man, we've already been chipping dogs and cats for how long? How long have they? Like, it's been
Probably
years.
since the 80s.
No, well, everything back to the 80s again. No, honestly, when did they start introducing
Probably-
like it became mandatory to microchip your dog?
I'd
Probably
probably
about 10 years ago.
Oh, really? Oh, mandatory? Or just...
Yeah,
when they-
mandatory. Like, as in, like...
Yeah, probably about 10 years ago.
In a
But
decade?
I'd say
Yeah.
about 2005, 6
Yeah,
kind of
within
thing.
a decade, yeah.
Yeah, like we've been chipping dogs for that long. It was only a matter of time before we started chipping ourselves. Like, look this way, do you reckon it's...
Hey, look, it works so well for the dogs. Why don't you try it?
Yeah. Well, they always jab the bunny before they jab us. Like,
That's true.
yeah. Now we're fighting for the rights of the bunny.
Yeah, we've ruined the bunny.
The bunny's
Oh,
fine.
speaking of which, did you see that guy that rescued that dog from Greece?
Oh, yeah.
And he's like raising all the money
he
to...
started Kickstarter, like a GoFundMe, whatever.
Yeah, on
for-
the radio yesterday, it was
Yeah,
like
to-
$3,000 he's up
to get through quarantine and all that sort of shit.
You reckon he's not going to keep
It was
the
on the
money?
news, like it was a main news story. Like,
What was the actual... I only caught the tail end of it when I was cleaning up my house. I was getting ready to leave last night before we met up. What was it actually... What was the story of the dog?
basically, from what I know, this guy was traveling in Greece and he just saw this sad dog and...
Do you know how many sad dogs there are in Greece?
Yeah,
man?
I know.
Do you know how many
They're
sad
straight.
refugees there are in
Refugees,
Greece?
that's the first thing I thought. Like, these kids in fucking Syria or whatever, blah, 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 and everyone's
Dude.
focused on this dog.
Yeah,
like
these
one
dogs
dog.
eat better than the refugees. Because they get the scraps from the shops.
Just go
they
around and get
yeah.
all the bits, yeah, do the rounds.
Yeah. They can get scraps from the restaurants,
I was
but people
just-
can't get scraps
No.
from the restaurants.
Yeah.
I was just in Greece. You mean strays there are?
Oh,
Stray
dude,
dogs, but they
In
don't
no-
come up to you, they don't touch you.
in
They just-
'98 when I went, man, that's the first thing we noticed, yeah? Because, like, I mean, you come to Australia, like, there's a stray dog on the street. It's gone within...
And you think someone's lost
Yeah.
a dog or someone's...
If it isn't localized to one house,
Yeah.
like as in if it doesn't keep going back to the same house, if it's just seen wandering, fucking dog catches out in like 2 days, man.
Yeah.
Like it's gone.
See you later.
See you later. And now if it's not microchipped, it's got like a week before they put it down. Yeah.
We'll put it up for adoption, no one takes it.
Dude, honestly, in '98, I remember being in the CBD in Greece, like central, or maybe it was like Kalamaki towards Glifada,
Yeah,
like near
yeah.
the beach line, the coastline, right?
yeah, I went there.
Yeah. Right? 'Cause
Beautiful spot.
it's actually a nice spot. It's
not bad.
It's sort of like the Turaki end. It's a Brighton end of Athens. Yeah, because it's got the beach and there's like a lot of boutiques and shit like that. Yeah. Funnily enough, I was talking to my mum about it a couple of days ago. I was trying to remember the name of a suburb in the northern part of the city, past the central part near where I was staying, and there was I forgot the name of the area again. Omonia, right? Again, right?
Omonia.
Yeah. That
Rolls off the tongue.
If you go to it now, it's full of like refugees and immigrants. Like in Greece, man, it's not because it's not a multicultural country. Immigrants, there's a big contrast between immigrants.
So they all just stay in one area sort of thing?
It's
They don't integrate?
Nah.
No.
Yeah, it's not that they're not racist towards them where like they don't deserve anything, but it's the European attitude, man, because it's not like Australia, man. You know, like it's not like the States. It's a European attitude, yeah?
Yep.
But like if you go to Omonia now, it's seriously like third world. Like
Yeah.
it's pretty feral.
Yeah, they've actually blocked it off. They've actually, it's like a.
It's segregated, yeah. But if you were
This
there,
is our
in the-
line, this is
dude,
your line,
In the
don't
60s and
cross.
70s, in the 60s and 70s, that was like a Turak end of town.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's just on the 180. It's like Crackden.
From Turak to Frederick Alley.
Yeah, it's Crackden, man. Now, but I remember we're in Kalamaki, like, 'cause my uncle owns a pizza shop down that way. So I remember this clear as day. It was like 98. We're having pizza, sitting outside, like September, nice weather. And I remember there were dogs like everywhere, and my sister like was like trying to pat them or whatever, and we're all like, and my mum's like, "Don't, like they're not anyone's dogs, they're strays." I'm like,
you
what do you
want
mean?
rabies?
And my mum was losing it. She goes, "You see this shit?" Like she was saying it to like my relos, like, "Look at this, you got fucking dogs walking amongst like your customers." Like no one gives a fuck. Like look at these strays, like everywhere we went, man, they'd be fucking.
It's the same in Thailand, dude. Like, we'd go,
Yeah.
whatever, to a little village or whatever, and there's just stray dogs everywhere, all mangy and shit.
But that's like a village. That's rural. You wouldn't expect it in like a city.
This is in the city.
yeah, true.
Like you wouldn't go to the CBD and see dogs walking around.
Yeah, true.
You know, if you were out like past, Leongatha, you might be like, oh yeah, look, a couple of random dogs.
Gather.
Yeah. Oh, like,
Random.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
picture,
yeah,
a couple of hours out of Melbourne. Yeah,
Yeah.
Leongatha's like about 2 hours.
Yeah,
Yeah,
roughly.
about hour and 40, hour and 45.
It's near Arrowater.
Yeah, it's
Down that way.
Yeah, you know, if you saw a dog, you'd be like, yeah, it's a dog, big deal. But if you saw a like random dog, like if you're sitting at a cafe at like Hardware Lane, like in the CBD,
Dude, everyone would be shocked.
Yeah.
Oh my god, a dog.
random dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs,
That-
not just like one dog that got away from his owner. We're talking like random
Yeah.
mutts coming up to you.
Yeah.
That's 98, and then they cleared them all out
And they're back.
for the 2004 Olympics. Like they got on a massive mission. Like to clear them out.
they
Were fuck man, they were gathering those things up. Like they did a match because my mum was there in 2004. When did we win the Euro? 2004.
Yeah, it was a big year.
Yeah, 2004, man. We won the Euro, and my mum was there, and she said, I asked her, how's it going? Because she hadn't been back since, like, 98 either. And she's like, fuck, she goes, it's totally different. They've cleaned up, like, the whole CBD area, like, the whole district.
0 dogs.
Yeah, 0 dogs. Like,
Yeah.
they just got their shit under
They
control.
got rid of they upped the homeless as well, and they
Yeah.
put them in like shelters and like
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that.
And now, like,
It's
because
back.
So it's like doing the house cleaning before you have guests. Sort of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah. And
Exactly.
and then when you know no one's coming for the next like 12 years,
Yeah.
that's what happened to Greece.
Yeah, dude. Well,
it's
that was 2004. I went back in 2009-10 for the first time, so 6 years later, and it was just starting to go to shit.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad because the recession was just starting to hit.
And then we went back in 2011,
11, it was fucked.
and now when I went back,
I went in 2014 and it was fucking gone. And this guy's
and
just
Athens is just ruined.
Yeah.
it's
2 years. It's been 2 years since I saw it.
and the shops closed. There's
Yeah.
dogs everywhere. There's homeless. There's
back
drugs
to-
on the
Oh,
streets.
man, that's so
Back to
sad.
standard spec, man. But that's how
Greece,
it is.
it's like, but you're gonna get that in the city. Like that's where they all congregate. Everyone like gets there. But if you go outside of like Athens and outside of Salonika, and you know, it's beautiful.
You gotta understand, dude, like, Greece hasn't got big distances.
No.
Like, to go from the southern point of Greece to the northern point of Greece, it's like 6 hours by car.
Yeah.
So it's like us driving to
I can
Mildura.
drive from Athens to Salonika.
What?
It's 6 hours.
Nah, less than that.
Oh, they got the new freeway now. It's like 5.
Way less than
Nice,
that, man. By bus, it's like 5-6
Yeah, you
hours.
smash it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's no real speed limits there, so you can just do whatever you want.
Dude, how did
I like
we
that.
get to Athens in the Olympics from RFs?
We were talking about the dog.
Oh,
guy
yeah,
that-
the dog. Yeah,
Which I still don't know is why such a big deal. Like, it was on the headline news of the radio.
chipping people.
No, the dog. The guy that rescued the dog.
The guy that rescued
Yeah.
the dog.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
firstly, let's just fucking bury that right now because there are people dying.
Yeah.
And there's no... I actually saw a really good meme. Like, man, that's actually something that's really good about Instagram. Like, some of the memes from some of the like conspiracy accounts and shit, a lot of it's just crap, right? Like, oh yeah, all right, fine. Yeah, Britney Spears is reptilian, whatever, right? But some of the memes are actually pretty relevant.
Queen's
Like,
a lizard.
There was one about
Illuminati.
saying like Kanye West releases a clothing line, everyone buys it. Beyonce releases a clothing line, everyone buys it. Drake releases an album, everyone buys it. But then if you tell your friends you're starting like a business or whatever, people are reluctant to like just
No,
even...
thank you.
Yeah, it's like the podcast. it's like the
Who
podcast.
does this
yeah?
guy think he is?
Seriously, it's
Yeah.
like the podcast. We always said that the majority of our listeners aren't going to come from like our hometowns. They're going to come from people that don't even know us.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not saying that in a like a negative way. Like, thank you to everyone that listens. But I'm just saying.
yeah.
Yeah,
I know, yeah.
And it's the truth. Like, man, this guy found a random dog that he wants to bring back from Athens. Yeah, quarantine's going to cost $3-4 grand or whatever. Yeah, done. Go find me. They help me bring this dog. What? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if we put up like, hey, we need $300 to buy mic stands and mics to start a podcast.
Fuck off, losers.
Yeah, like who you cunts.
Yeah.
You're not a ratted dog that's probably living large on the streets of Athens. Seriously.
The dog's probably pissed off. I don't want to leave here.
I don't fucking know you.
Got all my regulars. They give
Yeah.
me treats and pats. Fuck off.
You fed me, like that's it.
Like,
Leave me alone.
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good. Dog could be freaking out.
I thank you. Yeah, now walk away. It's just,
Look, the dog's been accustomed to that kind of lifestyle or that environment. They're going to bring him to Melbourne. He's going to have to deal with like all the rules and shit. No smoking outside.
Time for your chippy.
They bring him back. He's at the gates at the airport. They've just got the gun, like
White gloves, white latex gloves. Put him on the bench.
Two Gestapo dudes, like, which is okay. Hold him down. What's going on?
Lift the tail.
Here's your social security number, buddy. Your first job, we take 40%. Like, what? Yeah, he's going to be paying hex nets now for the rest of his life. Like, seriously, man, that dog's fucked.
I've got to say, these peanut butter chips on top of these donuts are delicious.
how good is it?
Oh, they just melt in your mouth.
If you get tired of those donuts, man, I've got some Vietnamese spec croissants and cinnamon donuts over here, yeah?
So he knows.
I think I'll be ratting on this donut for a while.
You can take that home for lunch.
You know what, though? At the moment, those look better than those.
Yeah, because those have been covered in sugar and fucking plastic to get out of Krispy Kremes. Hang on. Krispy Kreme's, the last store is in
Fantry Gate.
Yeah.
Gate, yeah.
Is there a store at Chatty still?
No, I don't think so. No, I think they shut a while
There
ago.
used to be
man.
one at Knox City. I don't know if that's
Yeah,
still there or
no,
not.
they've all gone.
They're all gone.
7-Eleven's bought them the rights, and they've got that one store in
Yeah,
Fantry
but
Gate.
where are they made? Does it say on the box?
They'd be just a warehouse now.
I was going to say, where's the
factory.
warehouse for Krispy Kremes?
USA, brother.
They're making them
Well,
in USA, freeze drying it.
Well, it
Kentucky.
says here, our donuts are made fresh daily.
What?
But where? But where? Let me find this out for you.
Mississippi.
You know, it could just be a play on words. Like, yeah, we made fresh daily. Like, yeah, they were fresh the day we made them.
Like,
that's true.
that reminds me of Macca's with the burgers.
100% ground beef.
100% Australian beef.
Yeah.
100% Australian, not 100% beef.
Yeah. Is it 100% Australian?
Yeah, not 100% beef.
Yeah.
So
So,
80% fillers.
so what that
beef-
could mean is, though,
But the
they
beef
could
that we
bring the
do
beef
use-
in from overseas and prepared here. It doesn't say Australian
dude,
grown.
money,
doesn't mean
money
Australian.
changing hands, automatically
Now it's
entitles
Australian.
ownership.
No
It's now
shit.
Australian.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at our homegrown heroes that are all from overseas, man. As soon as they come over here, like, they snap them up. Actually, that makes me laugh. I don't want to bring it up. Like, I hate to bring it up again, but Kyrgios was in the news again, yeah? Like, I just saw a news break.
What's old Nicholas doing?
Nothing. He lost. He fucked up his hip or his
His
leg.
hip, yeah.
Halfway
And he
through.
was playing well.
He was smashing his game out. Then the guy came back and he ended up losing. You know, and they call him gallant and vigilant. But also in the news was, I think it was Andy Murray, no, or Dimitrov. It was another tennis player. It wasn't Dimitrov. It wasn't Andy Murray. Some other random big boy, right, in the top 10 or top 20.
One of the heavy hitters.
Yeah, one of the big nuts. He lost either a service or he lost a set or he lost something, and he smashed a racket and then smashed it again, like the pieces of it, like he broke it once and like
The old double smash, yes.
yeah, it sort of crumbled. Then he gave it one more,
The old double smash.
and it's like
I used to do that on
the
the
news
court.
report was just like he was later fined.
but if Nick Kyrgios does it or someone, it's like, well,
Well,
we've got a bad boy on our hands.
let's have a four corners like.
Does he belong in Australia, really?
Yeah,
Come on.
and a full-blown investigation.
Yeah.
Because he broke a racket,
I was like, fucking hell, man, more of this shit.
and everyone comes out and bashes him for it.
Dude, I was listening back to the last episode, and I felt really shit because all we had to say while you were away, like when you asked us what's been going on, and I said nothing but distractions. It just was like that.
Yeah.
That next morning, because like we did it on Tuesday, so Wednesday was my day off. I woke up and just half asleep. I put out my phone and just started going through like news.com or whatever like I've got on my phone. I swear to God, I'm telling you, man, something just like triggered in my head because as I'm flicking through, and I just started clicking on random articles. Before I got to any actual news, I'd read one thing on Halle Berry looking great in a bikini at 50. Yeah? I swear to God, right? It was like Halle Berry like amazes in like a spread.
That's
It was
a
her
headline.
Instagram photos. It wasn't even like a shoot for something. It was just her Instagram photos, like one of like
And they've just blown it up into a news headline, yeah.
She looks great at 50. I'm like,
Okay.
all right. And then the next thing was Chris Brown allegedly pointing a gun at some bird.
That was in his house.
Yeah,
That-
like I don't know, and it was some like blowing up, and then they're bringing up Rihanna again, and like all that sort of shit. The rapper is currently like, I'm like, and I was just like, I was half asleep, so my brain's trying to process this. I'm like, what the fuck,
This nonsense.
Chris Brown, Rihanna, what? Okay, and then like I flicked away from that, and there was something else like random, like some shit like that again, something about the Bachelorette, you know, and then the Bachelor again. What the fuck's going on? Like, I want to read some news, man. I put my phone down because I couldn't be fucked. Dude, the next day, Thursday morning, same again, right? It's my day off, right? Dude, I swear to God, at some point during the morning, I looked at my phone again, right? It was like,
More of the same.
Kim Basinger looks great in a bikini at 51. I swear to God, like some other celebrity, some celeb woman at 51.
That's
In a great
where,
bikini. I'm like, what are they doing?
Probably was Kim Basinger. She's hot.
Shit,
but that's where it's gone now. That's where it's gone now. Like, there's no...
Dude, these were the first points in news
Yeah.
that I just thought, like, fuck, man, it is a big distraction. Where's the fucking news?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The report, and then, like, I'm
Yeah.
just...
And then they made
What?
the Chris Brown thing, like... Because was I still overseas when that happened? When was I here?
It would have happened last week.
Yeah.
Tuesday. It was Tuesday morning.
Because apparently some chick was in his house. They're having a party or something.
Wednesday morning. It was Wednesday morning.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Wednesday morning.
They're having a party and stuff like that. And
I remember it because it was right after we finished the potty, and I'd
Yeah.
already heard our conversation, and
Yeah.
then I was like half asleep. So
Yeah.
it was either Tuesday morning or Wednesday morning, or so it was in that week.
And
So
he
you
had
were
a-
definitely here.
he had a standoff with the cops.
Yeah.
He just wouldn't come out. He's like, I've got nothing to come out for. They get a warrant.
Yeah.
So they had to go back, get a warrant, and come back like a couple of hours later. And they... But you know
It was
what?
just a cat gun.
This chick comes in there, I held a gun to my head. Obviously, we don't know what happened, but...
Held a cap gun to my head.
And he called her a bitch and told her to get the fuck out of my house, kind of thing.
Like,
Okay.
look, we're not defending
We're not
violence
defending
against
him.
women or whatever.
No, absolutely not. No.
We're
We
not
don't know
condoning
the story.
whatever the hell it is. We're not saying he can do whatever he wants in his house, whether it's a gun
absolutely
or not.
not.
Yeah,
No,
let's
no.
get that right.
Yeah, before we...
People
No,
turn up.
it's-
No one knows who we are, but there's a group.
Should have shot that bitch.
No, definitely not violent against women, man,
Yeah.
believe me.
No,
But that's where the news story, and they dragged it out. They made it a headline thing for nothing, because then they released him. And he was on Instagram. He was doing live tweets while he was in the house.
Man, I'm trying to think. I remember reading. Oh, it was something about that Arab ex-mayor from Sydney. What's his name?
Salim.
Salim. Yeah, Salim. Have you heard anything about it, dude?
Oh, man.
Salim has been an ongoing saga for like a year and a half. Yeah, he's an Arab. See, that's the thing. I don't like saying that he's Arab because he's not. He's Australian, right? He just has Arab heritage. You know, like what's is he Egyptian? I'm not sure.
Just like Pauline Hanson. She has
look-
Arab blood.
Yeah.
I look
Pauline Hanson. No. Like you know what? It's not even relevant what he is. It's like me. You know, if someone said, if I was on the news tomorrow for some shit and they said to me, "Oh, the Greek Australian," like, go fuck yourselves, man. I'm only Greek Australian in this country. In any other country, I'm Australian.
Yeah.
And that really pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like, I'm as proud as fuck as my Greek roots. I've got fucking. I got like 5-6 tats on my body. 3 of them have got Greek traits to them.
Man, I'll tell you what, though. But in the Greek thing, we've got tats. It's all over.
Oh yeah, no, that's it. It's
Yeah.
here.
We've been outcasted.
Not there.
Not there.
Not
Yeah.
there. Not in Greece. Everyone's got tats. My cousins and shit got
Oh, you're
sleeves.
talking about here?
Here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, they're frowned upon.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. Because here, there's 2 mentalities for man, dude, let me say this, right? For the generation, say, like my parents' age, like Nick's mum and like all that sort of shit, yeah?
Yeah.
There are 2 types of, like, let's say, but start with Greeks. I'm not going to talk about anyone else because Greeks are what I know, right? There's 2 types of Greeks. Ones that came here in the 60s and 70s, right? And assimilated. Like they said, you know, we're in a new country. Let's see what the go is. And we've got to, you know, we're not going to lose who we are, but let's, you know, we've got to,
Yeah, blend in.
we want to be part of we want to be part of a community outside of our own village, you know.
Yep.
Then there's the wogs that refuse to assimilate. That been here 50, 60 years, can't speak a word of fucking English.
I don't care to.
And I was actually having this conversation with my mum the other day, man, because she's like, she said to me, she goes, you don't know how many fights I got into, arguments, with wogs like her age and even older. She goes, the generation that came in the 40s and 50s, like directly after the war, you know? Because a lot of the influx of migrants from Greece and Italy were directly after World War II, during and right after. Yeah. My mum was born just after World War II, so she didn't make it into like the 70s. Yeah. So you got to remember there would have been Greeks and Italians here for like 20 odd years before she got here.
Yeah.
I think my auntie was here for about 10 before my mum got here.
Yep.
And she goes, you have no idea how many arguments I used to get into with the older generation above me when they'd renounce like the country, like fuck this country, I'm not learning English, I'm not going to lose. She's like, well, you're going to lose you're going to lose your nationalism or your heritage just because you fucking moved to it. She goes, go back to Greece.
Yeah.
Go back to Greece if you think it's fucking shit here. Yeah. They sit here, and like we've mentioned it before, they sit here, they complain, but they work jobs, they get properties on properties on properties.
Yeah, they own like 4 houses.
Yeah, dude, standard, like all the Greeks that are dying off now at like 85, 90, 95, man, they've probably got like 3 or 4 houses, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No problem doing that. Raising families here, sending their kids to the best schools.
Country's giving them that opportunity to do so.
The country's giving them all the opportunities that they never could have gotten it back home. Because that's why they came here.
But they'll still not.
But they'll renounce it.
Yeah.
But then there's I'll be honest, like my parents, man, they have like my parents. Like I mean, you've spoken to my mum. Yeah, Nick knows both my parents. Their English is not like broken. Just gotten off the boat.
No, perfect.
No,
yeah.
the vocabulary is advanced.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And my mum was saying how, like, when she got here, she made the effort to go out and work, like, outside. She'd work in jobs outside of the warehouse down the road where it was just all other Greeks and Italians. Yeah. And no one could speak English.
That was the problem.
Yeah.
As in, a lot of the oldies would just stick to their own.
Stay together.
Yeah. And she goes, and someone at work said it the other day, man. I think it was Louise or someone from overseas. Mm-hmm. All right. And he said, if you want to be accepted, you'll be accepted. And, man, that goes down the line, man. If you want to be accepted within a greater community, it doesn't matter where you're from, you make the effort and meet people on even ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Meet me halfway.
Meet me at least halfway. You should be going, like, look at this way, man. If we, as 3 of us, right, move to fucking, I don't know, Algeria tomorrow, right, we'd all be just 3 white guys from the West. Like, that'd be it. Like, there'd be no Greek. No, nothing. No. We'd be 3 white guys from the West. We would have
3
to go...
white devils from the West.
Yeah, we can't just expect to be accepted. Like, you know, we can't just accept...
you have to make the effort
to... We can't just rock up and say, all right, well, we're here, now...
We're going to do our own thing.
Yeah, and you have to deal with it. It's like, no.
You'd learn the language.
We learn what goes by, what flies down their road, and then we'd go an extra step to fucking... show that we want to be part of this community, wherever we are.
And then people will accept you.
Yeah. Whether we go to like the bakery in the morning to buy bread and coffee, and you know we smile at the cashier and say good morning, thank you, leave like a
small tip,
tip, whatever.
Yeah,
just be pleasant. Like starting point, be pleasant.
Yeah,
and it's the truth, man. If you want to be accepted, you'll be accepted. Yep. Just got to meet halfway.
So, Bobby, you have to try and learn English, man.
I'm trying.
Anyway, back to Salim. This all started from Salim.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a deputy mayor of Auburn Council in New South Wales.
Yeah, and then he had that massive Arabic wedding where they blocked off the streets. Yeah, because he's like an entrepreneur.
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. He's an entrepreneur in his own right, man. The guy's like made
housing
money.
And stuff.
Yeah, housing. He's got like a skincare thing. Yeah. Like he's made money like on his.
He's got a Lebanese background.
He's Lebanese, all right? Yep, Sydney. Yeah, Sydney. Dude, the Lebanese and the Armenians in Sydney are like the Greeks in Melbourne. Like, think of it like that. Like, if you go there, man, there's pockets of everywhere.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, it's like that. Yeah. Right? He had this massive wedding that shut down, like, 2 streets. Cops had to be called down. Yeah. It's just like a massive festival, man. You know what I mean? Like, they went big. And apparently, like, they were complaining because it was... The way that... This is what I love. Taxpayers. It was at the taxpayers' expense because police had to be brought in.
Now it matters.
Yeah, it's at the taxpayers. Like, we can have bullshit protests. We can have, like, anything. Mm-hmm. Like, and it's at the... like, how much does it cost to bring in all the traffic offenders to prosecute booze bus offenders, like, booze offenders, like, all this shit?
Yep.
That's all at the taxpayers' expense. That doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter.
This guy shut down, like, his street because he had a wedding for 2 hours. it's at the taxpayer's expense. Like, get fucked. You know what I mean?
No shit, dude.
Yeah, right?
Cunts.
They dragged it out, right? And whether it was right or wrong, like, he should have had the permits to do it, like, fair enough, right? Like, I'm not defending him just based on
Probably should
whatever.
have got a permit though.
Yeah, he should, whatever. You know, I didn't pay that much attention to it. I just said, yeah, whatever. This
Because he had
sensation.
like Ferraris, Lambos,
He went-
Harleys.
dude,
I remember it. Yeah.
And it's in there doing burnouts.
Yeah. Like, he went fucking all out. He even filmed, like, a video montage.
It's like a promo,
Yeah, like a promo, man. Like, you seriously were expecting the one man,
One day.
like,
One state.
no, I'm serious. It was pretty funny, man. And then they dragged that out, and then they're like, you know, he shouldn't be the mayor. Like, dude, he was the mayor. Like,
He is.
he became the mayor. Like,
Yeah.
he wasn't just like, how did he get in? Like,
You voted for him.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Who the fuck knows their mayor? No one knows their mayor. You know, like,
We know the mayor of Clayton. That's because it's Hong Lim.
who? Is he still the mayor? Actually, didn't we see a billboard of him once to say he looks like Dr. Wong?
Yeah.
They look like they could be brothers.
They probably are brothers.
Yeah, not
They're
the
in
racial term because they're both Asian, but they actually
actually
legit
look the
look like
same.
they're related.
Yeah, they're probably in cahoots.
You picture him in a singlet. Yeah, right? But that was the funny part. After the media blew up that wedding thing, all of a sudden people are like, who is this? You know, it's like, he's the fucking mayor of, like, that area. And then, like, everyone's just, like, baffled, like, how the fuck, how did this happen? Why is he mayor? Who put him into the seat of power? Like, it was just that, you
It's like,
know?
you did.
Yeah, like, dude, what he does in his personal life, in his private life, as long as he's not mutilating animals in the streets or running hard drugs to school kids, like,
But did you watch the video threatening his wife?
yeah, that was hilarious. It wasn't hilarious. It was fucking wrong, man. Like, he got
But
fucked
he
up.
went off his head.
Yeah.
He's got massive power trip, this guy. As
Yeah.
in, like, he thinks he's...
He just runs the world.
Yeah, he did his own video with his wife standing behind him saying he wants to be Prime Minister of Australia. Like, he's delusional in a way. As in...
Delusions of grandeur.
He's a
Yeah, yeah.
smart man. He's actually...
He's gotta
very
be smart,
He's very
man.
smart.
Yeah.
But I don't think he's all there. As in, he's got that power trip thing where he thinks he can...
Yeah. But,
Yeah,
like,
so-
he fucked up.
So is he still the mayor or whatever?
No. He's not the mayor anymore. So basically, him and his missus went through a separation or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah?
After the big wedding?
Yeah. Like, they lasted like a year or something.
Not even.
Not even a year. Yeah? I know.
Shame.
You
All
know,
that effort.
no, it's just, what are we going to do?
Such a
Yeah,
shame.
no one gives a fuck what they're going to do because he's like seen as a psychomaniac, and then now she's free. You know what I mean? But like
Poor
after
thing.
that, their whole relationship became like just this massive debacle, and I would always see it like pop up in the news because people were monitoring. Like, do you know what they do? They're like, it's like everyone's watching it, yeah, like Big Brother, like waiting to see what happens. But this is what pissed me off. Like the wife disappeared, and like this is in the news, mind you. This is in like I don't give a fuck if it's under entertainment news or like
Like a sub-entertainment news
I don't give a
thing.
shit.
Yeah.
Right? This is what pisses me off. It's they're reporting things like he's still got his Facebook photo as him and his wife from their wedding day, but she's changed her name now on the Instagram account. And she's gone into hiding. Like, shit like that. I'm like, who the fuck is sitting around?
Just promoting the whole gossipy fucking...
You know what gets me?
Fucking
You go and do a journalism, like, degree at uni, because you want to do journalism.
Spend some years there, you
right?
know.
You spend your years doing journalism, which isn't easy, man. I know a lot of people that did it. And usually journalist students have got, like, / journalist, like, law, you know, like, journalist, like, psych. Like, there's always, like, you know, like, those elements. Journalism, and then there's always journalism law, journalism politics, journalism psych, like there's always, you know, and then they get a job at news.com.au chasing down Salim and his ex-wife.
Yep.
Like that, and that's considered journalism.
Yeah.
Like, dude, what Arthur does, what we do, that's journalism. In comparison, we didn't go to uni to do
In
journalism.
comparison, fuck yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what got me, man, because like, and then he released that video, like he didn't release it, it got leaked by his ex-wife.
Yeah.
He sent her like he was FaceTiming her or something, and he's just abusing the fuck out of her while
I'm
he's
talking
driving.
like
He's
he's-
like, I'm going to rape your mother, I'm going
father.
to kill you, you're a fucking whore, like you fucked 12 guys, like some shit like
He
that.
lost it. Like, he...
What,
you
she
know,
just put the video out and said...
the rage.
Yeah.
She gave it to a current affair.
Yeah.
Of course she did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Right? Like, she can do whatever she wants, and that's a fucked up video to be, like,
Yeah,
sending
so-
to your partner. Like,
Yeah.
if you were smart, you wouldn't be doing that. at best send like an abusive text. Yeah, I never sent it. Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. I lost my phone.
Yeah, my phone got stolen. Alright, but he fucked up. And now he's gone, like, apparently, he put like a cryptic tweet up.
Goodbye, Australia.
Yeah, cryptic facey status or cryptic Instagram status saying, goodbye, Australia, for now. I'll be back.
He got dropped as the mayor, as in he's not the mayor anymore, and now he's just been disqualified from managing corporations for 3 years. That was like an internal investigation for the cops and stuff.
Yeah.
And now he's probably like, you know what? I think I'm going to leave.
I'm out. Yeah.
Time to bail.
Things have fallen pretty hard for him in the last year.
Dude, he'll go to Dubai. Keep running his skincare. And be back
He'll live like a king.
with a few more million, you know?
Yeah. He'll be alright.
Yeah. But, and here's the thing. We're only talking about, like, I want to put this out there because I know I'm saying that, I'm sick of media outlets sensationalizing everything, and we're doing our bit by talking about it as well. We're not sensationalizing what he's done or, like, gossiping on it. I'm just making a point, right? This is what pissed me off. After a year and a half of this shit, going back to the distractions that I was talking about, though I was listening to it on TV. I wasn't actually reading this. I was listening to it. They were talking about how he's going to disappear now, and his sister got married, like, a couple of weeks ago.
That's right. And they flew in a date for him or something, or
they were speculating over who he was with, right? And they said, he's currently seeing some other bird, right? Who mistakenly has an uncanny resemblance to his ex-wife. I'm like, okay, so he likes a certain type of woman. Big deal. That's not fucking, you know what I mean? Like, okay, whatever. But they're like,
news.
We're set for the Salim, wedding 2 now. Like, it's gonna be an even bigger affair because his sister got married. Like, okay, they can celebrate however the fuck they want. Like, it's their money. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Who gives a shit, right? Like, remember when Kim Kardashian married, what's his name, the basketballer? Fuck, I don't even remember his name.
Look it up.
Yeah, they got married for like 4 months. They did a show about it.
That white dude, right?
Yeah, he's a big, tall dude.
Yeah.
They did a show about it, man. And then they pulled the pin on like 4 months into the fucking wedding. That's fine. We can make a TV show about it, sell the marketing. We can subscribe to it, pay to watch it on Foxtel. That's fine.
But the wedding, cancel that.
Yeah, but Salim's sister got married. They wanted to do it big. That's an issue. That's look at him. All right? But this is the funny part. Like, I remember, like, listening to this. I'm like, what the fuck is going on in a news report? Like, seriously, yeah? They were talking about how his new missus...
Chris Humphries.
I think it was Chris something. They were talking about how his new missus may have been at the wedding. They weren't sure. And then they were monitoring, like, her Instagram account. According to her Instagram account, she had checked into a wedding. Like, it was some shit. Like, I'm fudging the details because I really didn't give a fuck.
So they've just got a team of, like, social media type people just, look, this
like,
happened.
What's Salim doing today? Okay, someone get tabs on the bird he might be seeing. Like, do you people have lives?
It's like a PI gossip fucking scenario.
Can I just say something? The media, when I was overseas, right, the media is so much different over there. As in, obviously they've got their celebrity stuff and all that, but they wouldn't be, like, when you look at 5 o'clock news here on Channel 10, that was like a major news story about Salim. Not about the earthquake that happened in, like, you know, whatever, or the murders that happened in, it was like Salim.
It'll be Salim, the guy that saved the
even
dog,
something
Chris
positive,
Brown.
man. Like,
This news,
something that benefits us.
Yeah. This news Salim story wouldn't even make it to news overseas.
Yeah.
They'd be like, who?
Yeah.
And not just that, even if it happened in their country, they'd be like, alright, so...
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Why do I need to know about this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just... We've just Americanized everything. I love America, but our media and everything's just gone that way.
Yep.
It's just gone that way, man. And it's just ridiculous. It's just... Like, I don't want to hear about Salim on the news. Like, if I go home and have dinner and watch the news, I don't want to... And I don't know him. Like, I just don't care. You know what I mean?
It doesn't matter.
Care.
It doesn't matter. But it doesn't matter in general.
No.
Like, in
Exactly.
the grand scope of things, it just doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking thing that we shouldn't be paying attention to.
Like, Salim got dropped as mayor. Salim sent an abusive message.
Dude, there's 100 mayors. You know, like, anyone could be fucking dropped. No one gives a shit.
Yeah.
But what gets me is, like, this big distraction, yeah? Like...
Distraction.
I was repeating, like I said to you guys, I was repeating the stats about Pauline Hanson and Turnbull and the senators in the One Nation thing that are all up for, you know, they're all facing charges right now. And people are like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, they don't know.
Dude, it's the fucking truth. Pauline Hanson does not have a fucking education. She's done jack shit. And even when she does something to say, it's got nothing relevant. Like Arthur said, her website is so fucking riddled with grammatical error and just no direction. It's like, we don't agree with halal. Dude, halal has been around for years. Like, the halal certification has been around for fucking years. And, it's funding terrorism. What are you talking about, man? You know what I mean? But people like that can slip under the radar because everyone's too fucking pre-fascinated with Salim.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee you ask someone what Salim's like, who Salim's missus is, or they'll give you a background on what she was wearing, who she fucked,
what she had for
Pointless
breakfast.
fucking
How do you know so much about Salim's ex-wife? You don't know shit about who's running the country.
Yeah.
You know? And I'm not the most educated guy, like, when it comes to shit like that, man, but I know better than to fucking spend every waking day following, like, dude, signing up to Kim Kardashian's Instagram page just to see, like, where the Jenners are. Like, it gives a shit.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
And this all came from microchip dogs. Country. Just to have a piece of land there, waiting, ready.
Can I make a drift track on it?
Yeah.
For the States?
Dude, nah, I wanna nah, man, I wanna put mounds on it so I can go dirt bike riding and shit. Dude.
I'll drive the Stato over
Dude,
those
we
mounds.
can pitch a tent on the land or have a caravan or something on there and just go there and just...
Dude, I'll just be doing laps on the dirt track in my Stato, drinking beers, smoking a joint. Just getting sideways, Jimmy.
Just getting sideways.
Sorry, hang on.
I've got to say, last night at the RSL as well, when I take my hat off, that was hell.
Oh, yeah, actually, that's really weird. It's funny that you mentioned that. What was it hell?
You know what? 'Cause I've never really seen you without your beanie.
I've seen him without his beanie, but that's in his own house. Like
I hated that.
Yeah,
Oh, sorry, I did when we came that one day.
Yeah,
but I didn't
in
really
his
think
house.
yeah.
In his house, I've seen him without a hat or whatever. Yeah, what was that hell?
I don't know, man. I just like to have my hair done when I fucking go somewhere.
I was thinking the same thing. I was actually thinking about it because, like, before we were talking about Ruthie and being immaculately dressed even at work. Because like they said to me, take off your beanie. I'm just like, because my thing was because I've got to carry this fucking beanie now. Like, because I wasn't wearing a jacket.
It's not just because you...
Yeah, I don't give a fuck. And I thought about it. Like, I was gonna ask you this before, right? Because we said with Greeks and Italians, it'd be the Italian side that's like bringing that getting well groomed shit to the front. Greeks don't give a shit, dude. I think about now because like I'm beyond tired, and I think about like my days off. Like I get up and from the minute I have a day, anytime really, like anytime I finish work, because we're up at 4 or 3 or 5, I usually go straight from work to like Woolies or whatever. So I'm always like in work gear, like hair's like fucked, like I look like shit. I don't care. I'm actually like becoming that person now where I do not give a shit how I present myself in my downtime. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, if we go to dinner, right, if all three of us went to dinner for whatever reason, I'm not going to rock up in, my trackies with stains of me, like, all over them or something, you know what I mean? I'll take a shirt off that has tomato sauce all over it, right? But, dude...
You can get away with it, though, because you've got that ruggedly handsome thing going
Fuck off, idiot. I seriously... Man, I
like to be singlet and jocks. Oh, you're well dressed, Jimmy.
You look sharp. Dude, that's what I was going to ask you. Why did it bother you so much? It's because your hair wasn't made?
Yeah.
To me, man, like, that would have been me, like, a couple of years ago. Now, dude, I do not give a fuck.
Yeah, no, I've always had a thing with my hair, dude.
I always did. I was always fixated with that shit. Now, man, I'm just past it. I don't, like, at what, they say after you have kids, you stop giving a shit about that because it's no longer an important element because you're, like, married or whatever.
Didn't happen to me.
Or you got a kid and it's just like you start falling through the crack. You know what I mean? I'm not married. I don't have kids. Like, I seriously, man, like, some days I leave the house. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I look like shit. Like,
see, I can dress like shit and it doesn't bother me, but just with my hair's like, I don't know. It's just something to do with my hair.
Yeah.
I think it's like my mum was so, like, focused on vanity and shit when I was young. Like,
really?
Yeah.
No.
Like, I remember she told me, like, one of her early memories of me was one of the first days I rocked up to school for prep, and I didn't want to go in the class because my hair wasn't, like, perfectly parted. Like, it had a couple of hairs out of place, and I was, like, cracking the shit, so I didn't want to go in because of my hair.
You're joking.
And I think that comes from my mum because she's, like, really pushes, like, the vanity beauty side of things. Like,
I'm getting...
But then I look at you now,
she always just wanted to have, like, beautiful,
like,
gorgeous
I know what you mean.
kids.
Like, to look good and to always, like...
I'm sorry, man, but your upbringing seems more and more like kaleidoscope and fucking. Do you know what I mean? No, man, because like I've known him 6 years, man. I've known you 6 years. I know what your values are. Like, you know, you've told me stories about growing up and all types of shit. Like, I know a bit about your dad. Like, whatever. You know, I know your brother. Like, you know, you've told me stories about the rest of your family. Like, I've seen you with your in your own house. Like, what? And like, you've got VB bottles. It's fucking. It's 10:30. You're on your second VB for the day. You're wearing the same shit you were wearing last night, which is the same as me. We're all wearing the same thing we were wearing last night. And you're talking about growing up in a house where vanity was pushed as a gender?
From my mum, yeah.
What the? I'm fucking speechless, man.
Yeah, I don't know what to say.
Like, big time, man. I remember, like, if we went anywhere, she'd just be, like, grooming my hair, just, like, combing it over and over again, like, reparting it. Like, and I think that just fucked me up. Like,
see, it's really weird that you say that, yeah, because I'm not judging or whatever. Because at the same time, like, my old man, my mum wasn't like that. My old man was about, but this is common in Greek houses, man. It's like big time. It's probably a migrant thing, man. Really for like family image.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Mm.
Not necessarily vanity based, because as far as social convention and fashion, my old man is his own king and his own emperor in his own kingdom. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't give a fuck what anyone else says. If it makes sense to him, it makes sense to him. Yeah, like, that's it.
you're just saying more like the family morals and like the...
Just the image of the actual family itself. Because I remember, man, when I was for my 18th birthday, I let my sister do whatever she wanted to my hair. Right, so for my 18th, went down to like Clayton. Like, do you remember Men's Land? At the bus stop?
Yeah,
and there was Tony, the hairdresser, right behind it.
Oh, there was one of those at Knox, like a little hairdresser at the back of the Men's Land.
Yeah.
There was one at Knox City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is Italian dude, man.
Oh, dude, you just triggered a memory in my brain from when I was young. I remember going there with my dad. Like, he used to get haircuts at the back in there.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I forgot all about that.
Yeah.
Wow.
I remember it too, man. This guy, he was at the bus stops in Clayton, and basically, he was this Italian dude, man. He'd been cutting hair in Clayton for like 20 years. Like, he started as an apprentice over the other side of the tracks and then got his own shop and la. And I went in there a week before my 18th with my sister and one of her mates, and I said, you can do whatever you want. So this is like 2002. So I got cheetah patches done. Like, remember when like everyone was cutting short and just had like the blotches of blonde?
Yes, I remember.
I got it done just before summer, so before the big wave of cunts doing it started.
You're a pioneer.
Yeah. And it was the first time I'd ever put colour in my hair. Up until that point, I'd never done anything crazy with my hair. It was always pretty conventional and like, you know.
Schoolboy.
Yeah. Like, it was never nutty, you know, like fucked up mohawks and shit. And man, my dad didn't see it for like 2 days. Like, I just kept missing him, you know, work, and because it was my 18th as well. Like, I was at my cousin's on the other side of town and just whatever. He finally saw it. And he's like, what the fuck did you do? I'm like, I still remember the conversation clear as day, man. He's like, what the fuck did you do? I'm like, cut my hair. And he just literally looked like I just like killed his dog. It's like, no.
That's so funny you say that.
Like,
my dad was the same. When I got an undercut, he was just horrified.
I'm like, he's like, sit down, son. Like, do you think this is, you know, the best thing for our family? And I'm like looking at him. This is at a point where like my family unit was already like,
It was like a presentable thing. Like
the family unit was already gone. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it was weird, right? And like, family thing. I go, mate, I'm out of high school. I go, and I said to him, listen here, mate. I go, you were on like all types of parental bodies and student bodies, like while I was in primary school and high school, you know? So out of respect for that, because I knew like you'd come down on me hard through high school, I never did shit to my hair. I'm 18, I'm not in high school anymore, I'm out of school.
I'm doing it.
I can do, like, literally, this is my 18th birthday present myself. I can actually do something that I want. My hair is my own right. It's my fucking hair. No one can tell me what to do with my hair. In the army, they make you shave your head so you get into that uniformed disciplinary thing.
I'm not in the army.
Dude, he was in tears. He couldn't say anything to me. He was in tears. I
Shattered.
said, fuck this, man. After that, man, the mohawk started, like, bleaching my hair.
Rage Against the Machine.
Dude, it was fucked.
And then you grew out your hair long.
Yeah.
And it was like
I did everything. And then, like, at that point, I started tailoring clothes and stuff as well. Like, I'd get jeans that, you know, I'd pick up jeans for like $20, man, like nothing. And, like, fray them. Like, you know all that frayed wear? Yeah, dude, I was doing that in 2002, 3. Like, on the cheap. Cunts like, where the fuck did you get them? I go, mate.
That's still a thing now. Like,
yeah, dude, this 15 years, man, before
Yeah.
to the day, you know, like I've been doing it.
You're
I
a
was
fashion
doing it.
pioneer over here.
Mate, because I had no money. You know what I mean? And I had all these clothes that didn't fit right or whatever, so I was fuck it, I'm tailoring them. My lady used to help me because, like, you know, she knew. I mean, my mum's got like a sewing machine, like she was a seamstress, all that sort of stuff. So I'd say, Mark, can I do this, and that? She goes, yeah.
I want these tied around my thighs, man. thighs and crotch extra tight.
Legit, like, I was doing that fucking 10 years ago, 15, just because I had no money, man. It was the only way to do it. And I did it. But, dude, that's what my old man used to bring it back to. Family image of what it would look like. Oh, you think my hair is going to save this family's image? Like, are you serious? Everyone knows we're lunatics. Like, you know what I mean?
Your hair was the strands holding the family image together, dude.
Our surname is synonymous with, like, you know, fucking just lunacy. You know what I mean? Just fucking unbridled social disorder. I'm serious. There are probably establishments across the nation where I can't get in just based on the fact that my dad's been blacklisted because of our surname. And it's not because my old man's a bad guy. It's because he had, like, you think I have a temper. Like, I mean, you've never really seen me flare up. Nick has, right? Like,
I've seen glimpses of the flare up.
yeah, you haven't seen me take something personal. And
I've seen the Dark Lord come out now and then. Yes.
Dark Lord, the Sith, the Sith Lord. No, like, dude, like my fuse, man. I've learned to control my anger. Yeah, like I've worked very, very hard at subduing like the shit. But man, like you cross me and I go all out
He
ballistic.
goes all Salim.
Yeah, full Salim, man. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I've worked hard to like maintain that shit.
Yeah.
But my old man didn't have that threshold, man. There was just like, and look,
There was no barrier.
I'm pretty sure once you have kids as well, if you've come from another, it's like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my shit, my state, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
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 Like, I'm all about that now. Like, fuck you. I say whatever I want.
Yeah, man.
Why?
Because I can.
Yeah. Free country, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do your worst.
Do your worst. Like, yeah, do your fucking worst. I dare you to do your worst. What are you going to do? Send me to prison? It's better in there than it is out here.
No more work. Woo!
Yeah! Oh, dude! The inmates are on strike.
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Work
Oh!
rights. Work rights. You're in jail. You've got no rights.
Dude, you haven't seen it?
Can you fill me in?
Oh, dude. Okay, so
Yeah, I'll find it.
the guys in jail, all right? They're on strike because you know how you work and stuff in jail. Like, you get
Making
job-
them license plates.
but you get money as well. Like you get some kind of income while
Yeah.
you're working in jail
Yeah,
and stuff
totally.
like that. They've gone on strike.
$5 a day.
They've gone on strike.
Why?
I think it's something to do with work rights or pay or something like that.
Bad work conditions.
It's pay.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Hang on.
It's the best
ABC, it's
thing
off the
ever.
ABC website. Victorian opposition is calling on the state government to force striking maximum security prisoners to return to work. Under a new deal at Barwon Prison, inmates are paid up to $9 a day, depending on their duties and the hours they work. Some prisoners are unhappy about the deal and have walked off the job, demanding better pay for the work they do while completing their sentences. All sentenced prisoners, other than those who are elderly or unwell, are required to work.
So it's like $1 an hour.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
The opposition corrections spokesman Edward Donoghue said it was unacceptable that maximum security prisoners would feel emboldened to strike. I think the community would be outraged that this sort of thing is going on in a maximum security prison. The community expects prisoners to be focused on rehabilitation and paying their debt to the community, not to be taking strike action over pay rates in prisoners.
Well,
Some prisoners have refused to work,
yeah.
but it was being managed without incident.
Meaning they beat the shit out of them and they put them in solitary.
Dude, like, I saw that in news.
This is murderers. This is like
Yeah, this is like, we're talking like
The
Julian
worst, the
Knight,
worst, yeah.
Peter Dupas,
Yeah.
like,
Dude, fucking clamp on the shackles around the legs and the ball and just make them fucking do it. Fuck them.
dude. Where the fuck do maximum security prisoners who are facing, like, doing life, triple life?
They wouldn't be getting taxed on those $9.
Nah.
Why are they complaining about money? Are they ever going to get to spend it?
Yeah, they use money for a shower, like extra shit. Toiletries.
Butt plugs.
Dude, have you seen? Have you seen how they live in the jails in Barwon and stuff? Have you seen the rooms? They get their own kettle. They get their own
It's like my apartment, man.
dude.
It's a smaller, condensed version of my
Now,
apartment.
have you seen Siberian jail? It's literally
Ice dungeon.
a concrete block and there's a foam mattress.
Yeah,
on
the
floor.
Philippines.
Yeah,
They were complaining in the Philippines about overcrowding in their prison system.
yeah.
Because, like, people are just sleeping on top of each other.
Get a photo for you.
And, like, Duterte, like, what a nut. Right? His thing was like, fuck them. They're in prison for a reason. What do they want? A holiday? Like, no. You're in here for a fucking reason.
It's true though. Like, fuck them.
Dude,
they shouldn't have any rights.
Where the fuck does Julian Knight or Peter Dupas have the balls to strike? They don't want to work. We should be earning more money. Go fuck yourself. Like, you killed.
Do you realise what you did, you cocksucker?
Yeah, you've killed half a dozen people. You're never getting out. You don't. You're lucky you're not in a third world country or like some other fucking.
Shouldn't be getting paid shit anyway.
Is that a jail cell?
Man, that's a nice room.
Is that a jail cell?
Looks like a seedy motel.
That is better than Formula One hotel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
On Ibis.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
yeah. No shit.
And let me just show you now a Siberian jail cell.
Yeah, pull it up, dude. It's a joke. It's a joke. Where the fuck? And it's like, you know what, mate? You don't want to work. Don't work. Motherfucker isn't working for his meals anymore, man. Let him starve for a
Don't
couple of
feed
days.
him.
Yeah.
No shit.
Hunger strike. Hunger strike. I don't give a fuck. Here's your food. If you don't want to eat it because you're striking,
Die.
yeah, good luck. Good fucking luck.
Yep.
That's your choice. Come.
And now this is a Russian jail cell.
Looks charming.
Yes, that's a 1 meter.
That's one by say
One by
two
four?
by two as much.
Not
Like,
even two. No,
yeah.
they weigh two. Because that's a bed. That's a single bed. Yeah.
Not even. That's so small. That's like
That's
a little
cot.
A cot.
It's a cot.
Yeah.
Yeah. A cot has got to be no more than a meter long.
Yeah.
Wide. Mm-hmm. Is there any room on either side of the cot?
No.
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 He's got to step over his cot in order to get out to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is
A fucking prison.
And then you've got guys up there like that waiting for you. Just like that's a prison.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? That, and then
In Siberia.
yeah. And
Good
you're
luck
not-
in escape.
And
cunt.
you're not going nowhere.
Yeah.
I can tell you that.
That
much.
room is your only bit of security in this
In
joint.
Australia, they got TVs, they get kettles, like so they can make their own tea and their noodles and whatever, and they're complaining about we want more pay.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself. You want to murder someone? You stay in jail. You know what? I'd love to do a prisoner exchange program. Oh. How sick would that be? A prisoner exchange program. If the Aussies went over there, they'd be like, "Oh my god, send me home, send me back
Yeah.
home. I'll go into the Barwon or wherever."
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, yeah.
I'll work.
I'll work for free.
Yeah, good to be home.
Yeah.
These guys in Siberia, I saw a documentary, they'll go in there and they'll kick the shit out of you for no reason. And you have to accept it. Because you're in jail. And they're harsh. So, Barwon prison can shut the fuck up. Honestly, the prisoners in there can just relax.
Yeah.
Just relax. You know, like...
Imagine how many less crimes there would be if, like, people knew that that's what they were going to go into.
Oh, dude.
You know what I mean? Like, it would
And
have
there's
to cut
worse
down.
stuff than that.
It would have to cut down crime a fair bit
Isn't
if our
Thai
jails
prisons?
were.
Thai prisons, man.
Dude. Like,
Thailand.
The Bangkok Hilton, bro.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
That's a cool
Yeah.
movie. That's a cool movie.
Exactly, man.
Yeah.
They don't understand how fucking lucky they have it here, man. Any other country, they'd be fucking fighting other prisoners for food.
Yeah, man.
And sleeping arrangements.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Like, you get stabbed in the
And,
middle
you know
of the
what?
night.
And it goes back to what we were saying, Nick, you were still overseas. I said, the second you ignore human rights,
Get your
you should-
rights taken
your
away.
rights should be up for you know.
That's great, man. That's perfect. It's
Yeah.
true.
That's and what pisses me off is if they go on a hunger strike, yeah, we will spend taxpayer money to put them in a hospital with a feeding tube until they see, you know, until they see logically, it's like, look, mate, you can't strike anymore. You know, look, this is just how it is. Please, no, seriously.
Yeah, totally.
Do you know what's fucked up? Someone said to me the other day, like, because I was complaining about my tooth, because I've still got that fucking gap in my tooth, that hole in my bottom molar, yeah?
Do you want me to rip it out with some pliers?
How long has it been? 3 months? More or less since we started the podcast, yeah? Dude, I've still got that hole, and I have no intention of getting it fixed. My body corporate went up by $200-300 a quarter. That's
forget it.
goodbye, Charlie. Like, I'm not seeing any playable income. I'm going to be getting in the red with interest every month, no matter what. Like,
If his teeth falls out, I was going to have to put a tic tac in there or something.
yeah, right? Honestly.
Super glue and a tic tac.
Honestly, yeah. Someone said to me, "Can't you get dental through the public system? You know, like the way you go to like a public hospital, you don't have to pay anything. You just sign a waiver saying if I die, I die." Yeah, that's legit too. When I got the cyst cut out from my back about 10 years ago, I went through Sandy Hospital. I paid for the all I paid for was I paid for the doctor to go see the doctor, yeah, and then I gave him something extra because he was giving me a referral to a specialist. So, like, instead of $30, it was $60 or whatever.
Yep.
Then I paid to go to the specialist, and that was 200 something. And he wrote a referral to the Sandy Hospital. After that point, I didn't pay anything else, which is brilliant. Like, God bless the Australian healthcare system.
Yep.
Right? When I went, they're like, okay, so you understand the procedure. You're going to be gassed. You know, you're going to be under for a couple of hours while we do the operation. Fairly simple. Like, they explained all the procedure to me, blah, blah, blah. It was literally like, you got to sign 2 forms. This one's to admit yourself to the hospital, and this is to relinquish any, like, liability. Like,
It'll be fine. Just trust
yeah,
it. Just sign it.
What do you mean? Like, what? It's like,
Oh, okay.
look, end of the day, you're still under general anesthetic, and it is a procedure, so just in case we're not liable.
You might die.
You might die. I'm like, yeah, that gives you a lot of confidence going forward, dude. I was 20. Going in for the first major operation I've ever had, like,
Signing your life away.
yeah, pretty much, man. And so someone said to me, you know, can't you do that, like, through the public system? Surely there's a public system for dental. I'll look it up. I looked it up. There's a public system. You go through the Royal Dental Hospital, and you get treated on by students.
Yeah.
Right? Like the barber,
Yeah,
barber
the
school.
barber school. That's the first thing that came to my mind.
Is it happened again? So imagine them dealing with your mouth.
Yeah. Look,
Whoops.
if you read the disclaimer, like on the site for it, it says, look, it is a public, they are students, but they're only at the highest grade, like as in they're not going to put like a first year apprentice in.
No.
And they're under supervision at all time. I could give a fuck. Like, I'm not paying whatever. It's free, I think, if you're on some form of like concession.
You've got a healthcare card.
Healthcare card. And then there's like grades of like cost, as in if you're a pensioner, if you're got a healthcare card, if you're a student, like it's just grades, yeah? If you're a Torres Strait Islander, like all that shit. Me? Nothing. Nothing. If my teeth fall out, well, too bad.
Paid full price.
Unlucky.
Dude, seriously, there is no public dental system for people like me. If you can't afford to have normal, healthy teeth, then too bad.
There isn't. Just a big dose of fluoride in your water.
Drink up, Jim.
Drink more water.
For the rest of my life, just glug, 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 glug. What are you doing? I need to strengthen the teeth and have
Got to fix this hole, bro.
Yeah. Nah, you know what's fucked? And this is the sad thing, man. Because, like, I remember, man, from the ages of, like, 8 through to, like, 15, 16, I was at dentists all the time. Not because I didn't look after my teeth, but because I literally had shit quality teeth. Dentist said to me, because like I drank liters of milk, man. My mum never bought sweets. You know, you have chocolate bar every fucking 3 weeks. You know, I drank milk, gallons of this shit every day, man. And my teeth would just crumble. And I had all these extra teeth in my gums, like up along the top. I've had 2 surgeries, 2 operations in my gum line. Basically, there was like 3, 4 teeth behind this one, and then like 3 teeth behind that one. It wasn't allowing the baby tooth to fall out. I teethed really early, like 3 months. I teethed really, really early.
WTF.
Yeah, pretty much.
Get me on the roids, man.
Yeah. And the dentist...
Shark boy over here with the multiple sets of teeth.
Shark boy. Dude, the dentist literally said to me, I'm really sorry. I have no other way to explain it other than you just have poor quality teeth, just for some reason. You know what I mean?
Thanks, dude.
Like, that's what he said to me. He goes, your teeth are just going to... Like, there's nothing I can do to tell you. Like, just try and take care of them. You know, but they're going to keep... And at that point, man, I was at dentists so often, I was getting fillings done at like 13, no injections, no anesthetics. Like, yeah, just go for it. Like, what do you mean? Like, I remember one of the last times I went, man, that big orange ray gun that they use in your fillings?
Yes.
Yeah. Like, he pulled all that shit out. He's like, all right, how many needles do you want? I go, none. He's like, what are you serious? I go, mate, just fucking do it. Get it over and done with so I can get out of here. Seriously, I was getting fillings done with no injections. No anesthetics.
Did you hate going to the dentist when you were young? That used to be one of my most hated things. Just everything, the smells, the latex gloves in your mouth, everything. Just hated the whole
Spray
scenario.
the water.
Yeah.
And just that dry mouth, and you got to hold it open.
And you just saliva on the side of your mouth.
It's an uncomfortable experience. It's a very uncomfortable
It
experience.
is, very. And I even got, what is it, the mercury fillings?
Yeah.
I had one of those put in, dude. Like, and now they realise that they're fucking
probably
terrible
got them
for
too,
you.
man.
Yeah, mine fell out.
Yeah, mine fell out
swallowed
too. It was probably mercury.
Yeah.
And they stopped doing it because they realised it's fucking terrible for you.
Yeah.
Look, do you know what it is? It's an intrusive procedure.
Very.
Because someone's in your mouth and you're just sitting there submissive. You don't know.
And their face is right there as well, and it's just everything about it. Yeah. The creepy dentist just looking down on you.
Man.
And that smell of the latex. Oh, the whole fucking
It's
scenario,
very,
dude.
very surreal. Yeah, it's nothing that you want to be going through like every
You know
fucking
what?
week.
Kind of smells like going for a tattoo, but not in your mouth.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
does.
Smell.
Yeah.
That smell.
That really-
of- he puts the glove on, the
Yeah.
sounds a little bit. Like, you
Yeah.
know, it's that
Yeah,
kind of
you're
thing.
right.
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. The antiseptic, like just
Yeah,
everything.
except when you go for a tat, you're usually just talking about like drugs or booze.
Yeah, bikies and
Yeah, and you're lying there half naked. you know?
yeah. But this way, they're actually ramming your mouth.
Open wide.
Open wide. Come inside.
And the worst is, there's no time frame on it.
No.
There's no time frame on it, and you have no control over what's going on. Like you can't see anything. You're just like, what the fuck?
And that little hook scraper, you see it just going in, and you're just like,
And
no,
you hear it,
no, no.
Yeah, dude, you want fucked up memories, man? I'll give you one of my. Here's a fucked up memory, man. I was I had 2 operations, like I said, right? One I got done when I was in grade 3, and I was under general anesthetic. I was put out because I was fucking what's grade 3? 7, 8,
Something like that.
somewhere
yeah.
there. Yeah, 8. The second one happened when I was in year 7 or 8. I can't remember. It was early high school, and it was up just after that point when I said I can't be fucked with this shit anymore. They said to me, "You've got like 3 groin teeth or whatever, 3 adult teeth underneath your baby tooth in the front. We need to cut it open, basically." So what they would do is
You are a shark. We need to
they
get this
cut
under
open the
control.
gum. They cut open the gum. They pull out all the teeth, and then realign the new tooth in its where the baby tooth is. Stitch you back up. Can't have solid food for like a month. You know what I mean? Like I'm eating creams and soups and shit, and you have to keep it clean because it all clots up with blood and like it's disgusting. Yeah, right, dude. I said, okay, so am I going to get put under again? Oh no, we feel you're old enough to be able to do it in a chair. It's like local. I'm like, what? I went in for this procedure, right? I sat in a chair with my mouth open, drugged to the tits. I had teams of doctors around me, teams of dentists, and they were stumped because they couldn't deal with it. I was in the Royal Dental Hospital.
Great.
Yeah,
That's what you need.
They hit a snag and cunts were panicking. They're like, oh, we don't know what to do. This, I'm fully awake.
Help.
My mouth is numb. Yeah, I can't feel anything, but I'm awake. I'm alert. Like I'm how you know?
Yeah.
And they're literally like they were calling dentists in from all over the hospital. Eventually, they got this one head dude in who I still remember his face. He sort of looked like Elliot Goblet, you know that comedian
With the glasses? Yeah. He's a weird looking cat, man.
Elliot
And
Goblet.
he's got a really dry sense of humour.
Yeah, really, really dry.
Yeah.
He's a great dude.
Yeah.
I swear to God, he looked like this, man.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, man.
Elliot Goblet. And they finally called him in, and he sort of like took the helm, and he sorted it out.
It's like, oh, if I have to
But
work.
dude, I sat in his chair from like 8 a.m. to like 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
Pure
Yeah?
torture. Pure nightmare.
And I'm just feeling people like sawing into my gums, yanking at teeth.
Oh,
like you're
I've had
hearing
that.
all the
Ugh.
machines. The fucked up thing was like, shit, we don't know what. Oh yeah, John, do you want to come in and have a look at this? The guy would come in like pristine, fiddle with my mouth for like 20 minutes, come out, be covered in blood. Like it was like it was a live operation, man.
And then they bring in the truck. In the concrete.
Honestly, man, that wasn't even the worst part, man. Do you know what the most like the scarring part of that entire experience was, man?
When the dentist pulled down your pants when you're under.
That's what I was going to say.
No, good guess, no. The worst part about it,
I
man.
didn't mind that part. That's alright.
The worst part about that entire fucking operation was not because I was sitting in this fucking chair fully alert. It was because my mum was sitting opposite my fucking chair watching the entire procedure.
Oh, no.
Yeah. She didn't want, like, she wasn't going to leave. She was in the city. Like, what was she going to do? Drive back to Clayton? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She sat there.
The whole time.
Had to watch the entire fucking thing. And I could just catch glimpses of it, like, through my, when doctors would get out of the way or whatever, she was just, like, staring at me like, fuck, you know, like, this is horrific.
That's a disgusting scene,
Because,
brother.
like, imagine that, man, seeing, like, a kid, you know, I was only, like, what, 12, 13, and you don't know, like, you can't do anything, and you're hearing doctors panic for, like, fucking 5 hours straight.
Yeah, fuck that. No.
Horrible, dude.
I mean, you hear doctors panic, you think, all right.
Dude, that's honestly one of the worst, like, memory things that I have. I didn't give a fuck about the operation anymore, man. Just see my mum look horrified. I'm just like, fuck, man. I feel sorry for this woman. I can't even do anything.
Yep.
No one can do anything.
Yep.
It's fucked up.
Bad day. A bad day.
Bad day at the office, man. And then that's the thing. And it brought me back to like, okay, so what do I do about dental, man?
So, you might have one option, which someone I know did.
What's that?
He had really bad teeth falling out, and he had to get them fixed. He had no money. So what he did was he got some of his superannuation out and used that as a thing.
For dental?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. He said, this is an emergency, I need it. They have to be fixed. And they gave him the money. I mean, there was a few hoops you had to go through as far as like paperwork
because you
and
have
whatnot.
to, you have
But
to.
yeah,
I could, you know what I would
100%.
do? I'd fly to Thailand and get it done there.
Yeah.
A lot of people
And
I
then
know
have a
have
holiday.
gone, yeah, a lot of people have gone to Thailand and gotten their teeth fixed there. You Google obviously like reputable sources,
yeah.
so you don't just go to some backyard John. Looks like you know when Jack Nicholson as a Joker gets his plastic surgery.
mirror.
You'll see what I have to work with here. He's just cackling like a nut. Poor guy. I always felt sorry for that dude.
I
Man.
love that scene. So dry. I was like, poor guy. He's gonna
Poor
get fucked
dude,
up. He didn't
man.
do anything wrong. He's trying so hard.
I love how like he rips the bandages off. He's like, oh my god. Like, he's just. What do you say to that, man? How creepy is his face, man?
Oh,
Like
especially
Jack-
when the white paint comes off and it's like
Yeah.
that skin coloured.
Well, no, when he puts the skin colour on.
Sorry, yes,
Yeah. His natural skin colour is the white with the red lips.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
He puts the
He has to put the that's
the
right.
tan
Yep.
cream on.
Yep.
And that makes him normal. And he looks like creepy.
Yeah.
You always, I always say it. I always
love
fucking
it. I'm
say it.
looking it
I want to get a Tinder page with like that face. Like he's wearing like his art hat, you know, he's in the museum with Vicky Vale. And just come off as an artisan. Like, yeah, I'm a, European sculptor. Or some shit. I've always said it. We'll set it up with the Duke Leverage account.
Yeah, man.
Because you can't use Tinder without Facey.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
can't.
do you want to do the Duke Leverage account has a Tinder page with Jack Nicholson's face as the Joker?
Done.
What happens if a chick wants to bang us?
Not done. We'll send someone in.
I'll go.
Send someone in.
We'll just get a.
You look different
a
from your
costume.
photo.
We all do.
Oh, you said you had brown hair. It's more red.
Who's the liar here?
If we send Jack Nicholson in, it's fucking sad, man.
But yeah, dude, if your tooth gets really bad and you're out of options, look into that because yeah.
I should be looking into it. Dude, I'm just having a look at this guy with his little magic wand.
Are you totally vaping right now, Saint Nick?
Vaping.
Hey, Saint Nick, you hitting the vape?
I'm hitting the vape, man.
A vape.
Mate, you know what?
How much is left in that?
No,
you
I just
looked top it
refilled.
up this morning.
Refilled, yeah. And that'll go for 2 days.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How you go, like, honestly, how do you feel, like, do you want smokes? Like, how does it feel, like, what's the benefit?
It's just just keep your hands busy.
For me,
Yeah.
for me, the whole smoking thing is I don't think I get withdrawals or addictions to the nicotine. For me, the whole thing is just the feeling of the smoke in my throat. Same as
Okay.
why I used to love smoking bongs. It's just like that full-on intense feeling in your throat. Like it almost hurts, but I like that feeling.
He likes it when it hurts.
I like it deep in my
safe
throat.
word.
Deep in my throat. No, but so I mean, if I was to get one of those, it probably would stop me smoking because for me, it's not the physical addiction to it; it's the feeling of the.
What is going on in your house, man? Just
I'm fucked up, dude. I'm completely
I'm
fucked.
bitching like the swings, the sex swings. Trying to get tied up, getting kicked in the nuts.
Press the button, the wall turns around. He's got all the six toys.
Dun, dun, dun.
Hurt me.
Yeah. So that it's not even the nicotine or the.
You say that now.
I don't think it is. It's just that feeling in my throat.
So why don't you vape for a bit? See if that's
If
what
it
it
works.
is.
I should.
Because I'll tell you what, like obviously it's still a form of smoking, but you're not getting the nicotine, the chemicals out of the cigarette. You're not getting like
The carcinogenics from the burning rat
It's-
poison.
yeah, man, pretty much, yeah.
The rat poison.
It's just delicious grape vape.
Yeah, man, and it's it just and
Does it still feel the same?
yeah,
It's not as.
It's not as
you can feel
harsh.
it. That's the point. You can
yeah,
feel it.
you can feel it, but it's not. Obviously you don't get that nicotine here, so you don't.
Yeah,
get
yeah,
that.
but like I mean, the physically like.
oh yeah, it's the same thing. It's
The same feeling?
pretty much the same
Yeah,
thing.
just not as strong, but
not
you
as
still
strong,
feel
yeah,
it.
because it hasn't got the chemicals in it to intensify it. But it's just yeah.
I don't understand smoking, man.
I don't either. It's fucked up.
No, like what I don't understand is like, I mean, obviously you've seen me smoke cigars and shit in front of you.
But that's about it. Like you haven't.
That's it. I
And you don't
smoke
even really
cigars.
inhale cigars.
No,
Like, you just,
no, you don't. No.
You know,
I did once when I first got one. I had the worst headache.
really?
Like, when me and my mate first got a cigars, like I didn't realise you just tasted them.
Amateurs.
And I was in the spa, just like full on
In the spice.
drawing back on this thing.
Where the hell have you been, man? Holding out on us was living like peasants, spas,
These guys are cigars and
Yeah.
spas. and-
One of the last podcasts he was talking about solariums and shit like that.
What?
I've changed a
Yeah,
lot.
Johnny's pamper days. I actually saw your Insta post. You had a pamper thing for your beard.
Yeah, the missus for Father's Day.
Father's Day.
I got a full on beard grooming kit.
What happened to you, man?
Has beard wash, beard oil, beard balm,
Ooh.
a beard comb, little toenail clippers, little scissors.
Do you use scissors on your beard?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Just to clean up, like
You
to
don't,
clean up.
so you don't use clippers, you use scissors.
Normally scissors.
Are you joking?
No.
That's so old school. That's mad.
That's so much fucking commitment.
Oh, it's a good hour to our mission.
What? We just play Trivium, play the albums,
Every
and just,
hour?
Yeah. Or I put a podcast
how
on and maybe like once a week or something. Which beats
yeah.
shaving every day. Like even though it's a lot
That's
of
true,
effort,
yeah.
it beats shaving every day. Just getting all wet and shaving like. Now it's just not as messy. Like I just go in the
Man,
mirror.
I could not be fucked sitting there with scissors.
Oh, it's fucked up. It's annoying, but
I just use clippers.
I
Like
just
a
get a little
beard.
high, listen to a little music, and I'm alright.
Why don't you just get like a beard trimmer, like clippers?
I have big trimmers, but if you fuck up, like you can leave like a little short patch, and,
And then you
notice
gotta,
it.
then you got to
Like,
shave the whole thing.
Yeah, if you go a little bit too short in one spot, it really stands out. Whereas with the scissors, they're a bit more forgiving. Like you can just slowly like get it down. Like I just rough it up, and then I just sort of get it down even, like by
Dude,
eye.
I could not be fucked.
Oh yeah, it's,
I mean, what if you trip and stab yourself in the face? Then you're screwed, aren't you?
hopefully it goes in where my beard is, so it covers
It's
it.
gonna be, you know how he's going to go? They're going to find him in his jocks, in his bathroom. He slipped on a patch of brie and stabbed himself with some scissors.
And he's still holding the cracker in his hand.
I love those days though, man. Like I'll just like exfoliate my whole body.
Okay.
Are you being serious now? That's it.
Dude, I had a go at him about this like 3-4 weeks ago.
Like I'll have a salt bath. I'll listen to music in my salt bath, and I'll get out of the salt bath, hop in the shower, exfoliate, like, yeah, do everything, the whole works. I love
Who
it.
are you?
I know, but
But then you just feel so nice afterwards. You're like, yeah.
Dude, Ren was trying to get me to moisturize my hands or something for like ages. And I just wouldn't have it.
dude,
Like,
I
I do my feet though because I wear work boots every day.
yeah. Dude, when I went to Thailand, the last time, even
I've got
the
a bit of
first time,
athlete's foot.
even the first time, they were like, "What the fuck happened?" This last time I went, man, because I wear boots as well, yeah, like all my toes and shit, because we're constantly
they're fucked,
punting
yeah.
shit at work, you know, kicking shit on the pallets. Then I go play soccer like in my downtime. You know what I mean? And at one point, man, my toenail, my big toe on my left foot had cracked halfway through, and the whole nail had come off.
That's disgusting.
Like, it's fucked. It was so painful, man. Right? I've done, like, my feet are fucking bashed. When I went to Thailand, man, the last time, they tried, like, I was getting a massage or whatever, and they said, oh, pedicure, manicure. I'm like,
Yeah.
all
Might
right,
as well.
man. Like, one, I got like 5 hours to kill. And they freaked when they saw my feet.
they all just reel back.
Yeah, they're like, fuck. And then, I think two of them, because like they'd be used to it, you know, like Western's gone over there or whatever with fucked up feet. And I'm pretty sure one of them was like, you work hard. I'm like, yeah, man. And I just showed him my hands, like calluses cut up and shit. And just looking at my beaten face and like, this poor bastard, man.
I got,
You know what I mean?
I got one done on the ship.
Yeah?
Like sports pedicure for men.
For men.
And she looked
Wearing
at-
his blazer while he got it done, I bet.
Just singlet, khaki, white cargo pants, like pulled up just at the ankles, at the shins.
He's got the cotton wool balls between each
But I
toe.
was, I was really worried about it because I was like,
Sipping a mojito.
my feet were so mojito. My feet were so bad. I'm like, Ren, nah, cancel it. I'm not going to do it. I'll just
Yeah.
get it done at home. I'll get my sister to do it or something like that.
Yeah.
When you say bad, what do you mean by bad?
Like my feet are all cracked white, like
Like dry skin and shit, yeah.
like just
Yeah.
fucked up. Just really like. And I was really worried about it because I'm like, I don't want this woman to see my feet, man. Like, I'll just do it at home. I'd
Yeah.
worry about it. She's like, no, just go get it done because you'll feel better for the rest of the trip. And she saw my feet. She's like, oh, shit, your feet are pretty bad. She tried to sell me like 4 creams. She's like,
Bring in the other girls.
yeah.
She pulls up like a phone, it's like, Mike, we've got a situation. What?
We're going to need some backup.
Can you cancel my 2 and 3 and 4 p.m.?
That's my afternoons. No, honestly, dude.
Yeah.
And that's what that's what happened in Thailand. Yeah.
I was going to say, my best friend's dad had that, like the really cracking
Yeah.
feet, and they actually gave him like his own file, and he had to actually file off.
Yeah, like, because I get,
I remember watching him, he actually would file it, like he's filing,
that's what I
like
get.
he's building a fucking house. just
yeah,
on
and
his
you get like mountains of fucking dry skin.
Shavings.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
come- I was
That's what
horrified.
happens. That's what happens.
Yeah.
Disgusted.
But your skin regenerates. Like, that's a good thing about
Yeah,
skin.
yeah.
Like, it just regenerates. But man, I get stopped. There's always one at Wavo's, and I always seem to cop them. You know those skincare, like, little pop-up boots that
Yeah.
you see in, like, shopping centres? like Sephora and like all the other, like all those mobs. There was sea salt skins and shit. They always stop me, man. And I'm always wearing like work gear.
Would you like something?
Yeah, like, oh, sir, do you have 5 minutes? I'm like, no, you know. It's like, come. I have free samples. I'm like, I remember one of them was like, okay, do you use a balm or more, like, I remember this one I had a beard as well, like half a beard, and like, do you use a aftershave or a balm on your face? I looked at it, I go, do I look like I shave regularly? Like, seriously. I just looked at it, I said it outright. She said, well, no, not really. I'm like, exactly. I don't. You know? It's like, use moisturizer. And I put out my hands, and I was just lucky at that point because I had cuts and shit all over my hands. I go, do my hands look like they get moisturized, sweetheart? Like, seriously. Right? The last one that stopped me in Wavos 2 weeks ago, I actually felt like shit after. She goes to stop me. I'm like, I haven't got any money. Like, that's the first thing I said to her. She says, sir, do you have 5 minutes? I said, I don't have 5 minutes ago. I don't have any money. She says, come here. I have a free sample for you. I'm like, uh-huh. I walked over. She goes, oh, this is fucking blah, blah, blah. Use it on your hands, you know, whenever you want. I'm just like looking at her. And you know what she said? She goes, can you not look so tired? I swear to God.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, let me just spruce up a little bit.
At that point, I was just like...
whip some cucumber halves on my eyes.
Yeah! She actually said to me, can you not look so tired? Like, what do you want me to do? Fucking cartwheels to the shopping centre? I got up at 3:34 this morning to go to work. I'm wrecked. I just looked at her, I'm like... I walked off. I'm like, I can't believe it.
That would have been something that pushed me over the edge.
Dude!
Seriously.
Like, I'm having like a cunt of a day. Can you not look so tired?
Oh.
It's a customer service 101, man. Like, seriously.
Look, if I'm going to try and give you some free samples, can you please not look so tired?
Oh, fucking man.
Please, Dimmy.
The last 3 times I've been to Parkmore, I've been stopped by...
skincare dudes?
Not skincare, it was like for charities.
You know what I do? I just sit there and smile and just walk past.
Yeah, I had my little girl with me. I'm like, dude, I have a family. Like, I can't afford a family. And then he just kept yelling shit out as I was walking away, like trying to lure me back. Like, at the top of his lungs, like, oh, no. It's so intrusive and just fucking annoying.
I always ask him, what do you give, man? How much do you give? As soon as they do that, I'm like, yeah, exactly, and I walk off.
Leaders.
Straight away. Because I tell them straight away, this is the thing, like, oh, hi. They're always English backpackers. English or Dutch.
Yeah.
You know? Oh, hey, mate. Hey, how you going today? I'm like, I'm fucking tired. I've been up since 4 o'clock in the morning. I did 9 hours and I'm going home to do more work. Oh, it sounds like a bit rough then, eh? I'm like, yeah. Yeah, look, mate, I don't know if you ever heard of us. No, I've never heard of Oxfam, bro. Never. Don't know who World Vision is. You know? Yeah, we're like a charitable thing. I'm like, yeah, I get it, bro. He looks like he's been smoking crack for like the last 4 days.
I love the body poses you're doing when you're doing his voice. That is gold.
Like, yeah, because they're pointing to the fucking... But like, dude, I get it. Starving kids in Africa and Peru. I see the fucking ads. Like, you know what I mean? And then straight away, like, oh, you can give whatever you can, blah, blah, blah. I'm like... And straight away, I ask him 2 things. 1, I have no expendable income. Is there anything I can do to volunteer my time outside of giving money? Oh, well, not really.
It's actually money that we're after.
Yeah. Right? Okay, well, then I can't help you. Take it easy. And I walk off.
Cash would be great.
If they're really, really intrusive, like those motherfuckers, I always just say, how much do you give per month? If they crack for even half a second...
You know.
Go fuck yourself. Think about it. It's like a sales pitch, man. Like, at least the skincare dudes are like, you know, blah, 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 you need to be using this and that.
I'll give you a free sample,
Their next line will literally be like, this is one that I use.
Yeah.
It's, you know, if I see you work with your hands or something, you should try this. I use this one personally.
Yeah.
That's always like the go-to.
Yeah.
Relate back to your own thing so I can get on board with you. Like, okay, cool, this guy's using the product, I'll do it.
Yeah.
How much do you give, man? See you later, buddy.
Yeah. It's like when Johnny sells his sex toys. This is the one I use.
They're the double ender. This is the one I use on Friday nights when I have my soul bath.
And especially after exfoliate, it's divine.
It's got the rear naked choke handle. It's just awesome.
That's fine, you can pick on me.
I'm not picking. You know, that's something we do on this podcast a lot.
Like the thing is, I know I'm fucked up.
No, you're not.
But I can't help it.
You're not fucked up. You're just a very quirky character.
And you feel good at doing it.
Yeah.
Man.
You're not fucked up, dude. Everyone's got fucking peculiar habits that they do, man. Like, whatever.
I think it stems from my mother.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Like...
Sometimes I won't go out if I, like, feel like I don't look good. Like, I won't go out. Like, I just, like...
Like if you're going to go out to like a restaurant or something like that, or
Yeah,
just
or
in
just-
general.
Work.
Nah, not
3 a.m. shift, this in the doing a double Windsor knot.
just won't sit right.
Suspenders, like
Calling sick, I can't make it. Yeah.
Why? My tie's not fitting right.
My part just won't.
No, like even just back like
Yeah.
a few years back, guys going out clubbing or whatever. Yeah, I'll go, and then not happy with the way I look. No, I'm not going.
I can understand. Like,
Like I hate it. I hate that about myself, but it's just in me, and I think it stems from my mother.
Yeah.
Like it's fucked up.
I don't. How bad was it though? Like, as in not bad. As in how
Yeah, like-
how.
Her main thing is like always just beauty first. Like I remember her yelling at my younger sister, like she had her into ballet and modelling, and if she'd ever have like a packet of chips or anything, my mum would just go nuts at her. Like, you're gonna be fat. I can see you putting on weight.
you guys in
rah, rah.
pageants?
You didn't do the pageants we were talking
My
about.
mum's like one step off being a crazy pageant mother. Yes.
Really?
One step off. She
Dude.
actually loves that show.
Your family is like such a rich tapestry, man. I'd love to like just be a fly on the wall at one of your gatherings for Christmas or some shit.
No, you wouldn't.
Undercover potty.
Shit, seriously. Bring me along one year. This is Dim, he'll be observing.
this guy?
He'll be observing. Have a clipboard.
Who's this ethnic?
Yeah.
In the gully.
They're not racist.
No, dude, I'm just
I mean, they're fucked up, but they're not racist.
No.
I want to do Dollies in your jazz.
Dude, I can give you 100, I can give you 1,000,000 eccentric things that like happen in my family. Like stupid shit, like anything. Everyone has,
Violence.
it's mostly violent, mostly orientated around violence.
choking.
I'd rather go through what you went through than what...
Yeah, it's not even violence, it's irregularities and contradictions. And just shit that just goes against, like, what's norm.
What's
But you know what my mum did? She never would give a compliment. It was never good enough.
What do you
Like,
mean?
You never look good enough. Like, if I was going somewhere and I was dressed up, like, there's always something wrong. Like, you never, like, yeah, it's fucked up, man. Like, really fucked up now that I think back.
Yeah? What about now?
Like, I stem all my issues back to my mother.
Shout out to Johnny's mum if she's listening.
You're gonna be
I
on a
love her, I
roof.
love her, but man.
You're gonna be in a rooftop with like an AK, like a 22, just a 22, just aiming at things. Get her down here! It was that time we were going to, like, you know. Why, mother? Fuck me.
Yeah.
I can stem like, well, that's the thing. You start dissecting, like, dude, fuck.
Yeah.
So, who was it? I think it was Johnny Thez. We were having this conversation about a year or two ago. And I turned around to him. This was like a year or two ago. And I turned around and said something like, man, are we just becoming like our parents? Like, are we at that age where we're becoming our parents? And he said, well, this is what he said, and just stopped me in my tracks. He goes, aren't we just watered down versions of our parents? And I just went, oh, man, like, we better not be.
Say it isn't so.
Yeah, nah. Dude, I try my hardest not to be like my parents.
Me too.
You know
I
what
try
I mean?
my hardest not to be, but every now and then I'll do something and I'm like, it registers and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh,
fuck,
no.
I got to take a step
Especially
back.
now that you got a kid too.
Yeah.
So it's like, you do something like a parent would.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
I'm like heaps different to my parents and I want to be, but every now and then I'll notice something that I do.
Yeah, you still got traits. You still...
Yeah, it's in our DNA,
But
man.
I just stop
DNA.
and like, no, John, do not go down that path. This is not you. You want to be different.
Yeah.
Triple brain, not double brain.
You're better than that. No, like, seriously, man. You're right, but, like, that's the thing. There's things we can't avoid that are just instinctive or whatever, because, I mean, think about it. You spend 25 odd years or whatever around, like, people. You're going to get traits, man. If we all spend enough time together, like, we'll have similar traits. Like, we react to shit. It's probably one reason why this podcast works as well as it does too, man. Because, like, I mean, I've known you for 6 years. Like, I've worked alongside you, man, and we've hung out. And Nick as well has seen you, like, socially in those 6 years. And I've known Nick since 97. You know what I mean? Like, there's ways. I remember, man, when I first started talking to Nick's missus, or, like, I'd be on the phone with her, and I'd say, like, she'd say something, and then I'd react to it, and she'd laugh, because, like, this guy'd been in the background and would have heard what I'd said or something, like, if I was on speaker.
Yeah.
And it'd be like stereo, like, same exact reaction.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like, yeah, well, yeah, man, we grew up 2 blocks apart, went to the same schools, worked in the same areas.
Yeah.
You know,
It's-
like, you just pick up whoever's around you.
Yeah.
And it, like, actually, you know what, man? That's a question. All right. It's relevant to both of yous. All right.
me.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And it's probably going to be relevant to this guy more. Are you wary of, like, your little girl's friends?
Yeah.
Like, who she's friends with?
Yeah.
Have you started filtering them out yet?
Not yet, but her best friend, I think, is a pretty bad influence on her. Like, they
Yeah.
travel together. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, your kids' friends, man.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think, like, back to, like, because, like, I mean, I'm thinking back to when I was in school, and, like, because I mean, we're in Clayton, yeah? Multicultural as fuck. Like, the kid across the road, like, for me growing up was Sri Lankan. Kid next door to me was, you know, Greek, Indo-Chinese, you know? Best mate was, like, Italian. Like, there was always, you know, it was a mix, man. Like, man, my house on Saturdays, right? Sundays, you open, like, my bedroom door, man, it'd be literally 7, 8 kids all playing Mega Drive, yeah? And it'd be, like, a Samoan, there'd be a French Mauritius dude, there'd be an Asian, there'd be the random. Random as fuck.
The Sandlot kids.
Yeah, literally, man, because that's just the neighbourhood. You know, there'd be Kenyan just down the road. We all played cricket at the back of the park. Yeah? Like, I'm not even joking. Yeah? And I remember, like, my parents telling me to be wary of, like, random heads that would sometimes filter through.
They know.
Shit.
Parents know.
Yeah, like, they know. And you'd be like, you don't fucking know, you know, like, you don't know.
My friends.
Yeah, my friends, all that. Yeah, you started filtering out your daughter's friends?
Not yet, but I will.
Why? Like, as in, what are you seeing? I mean, she's only 3.
Yeah, like, I mean,
Just
she
little
doesn't have,
things if they act up cheeky.
she's a bit young. She doesn't.
That's what I'm saying.
There's not that many
At
social
3,
interactions. She has ballet, and her best friend at ballet, and they're naughty together. But that's
Yeah,
about it. That's
at 3, like, are you seeing any of that yet?
not yet.
You seem like just.
Oh, man.
Once she starts like kindergarten,
I can
and,
see you
like,
firing up when she's about 5.
When does she go to kindergarten? Next year?
well, she's
End
not even 3 yet. So I think 4, and then
Isn't it pre-kinder shit?
oh.
What is it called? Not crate. Is it creche?
yeah, creche. I think. Yeah,
Yeah. When she start that?
I don't know.
Should be starting it. When she,
I think you can do it from 3 onwards. 3, 4, and then 5 you start school. I'm pretty sure.
you're going to put her through that?
I'm not sure. I never did it.
I never did. We never did it.
I didn't
We
think
went straight to
our
kindergarten.
Yeah, our generation. I
I
think
never
we
did
did
kinder.
Yeah.
I went straight to school.
You never did kinder?
No,
Good on you. That's straight to the big league.
straight to the big league. Yeah.
Just called him up. He just walks in a suit.
Yeah,
Suave.
I was too advanced for kinder.
Like, you know that show, The Pretender? How he's like schooled in that institution and they're just feeding him data so they can
Yeah.
just.
That was me. That was me.
Bobby the Pretender. He's a doctor today. He's a racing car driver tomorrow.
Who are you, Bobby?
The Pretender.
The Pretender. The Pretender. That was actually a really cool show. I was reading about it the other night. Okay, I didn't know. Shit. I don't know anyone that.
Yeah, never went to kinder.
Do you remember anything from primary school?
Probably another reason I'm fucked up.
No.
Nah, it's.
Is it kinder?
I actually have really vivid photographic memories of primary school. Like,
Really?
I remember so much from primary school. Like,
I probably remember from
specific
grade
things-
4 on.
dudes, I'm telling you, I swear to God, I remember specific things that kids said in prep to me.
Yeah, I remember things like that.
Yeah, just like it's like it was yesterday. It's so
Yeah.
clear in my mind.
I don't know, a lot of it, like bad shit or good shit?
No, not bad shit necessarily, just anything.
Just little
like,
things
just
that they
little
would've said,
interactions.
yeah.
Or, I remember the first time I started, I sat down in a class in prep, and the kid next to me had a packet of crayons, and he was like pretending to hit me with it, like just missing my face. I'll never forget that. I don't know
Yeah, so
why.
that's the thing.
Just
I
did shit
drop
like
him.
that. I dropped that motherfucker. I was just scared. I was like, oh.
No, dude, because, like, see, that's the thing. I remember being a kid, I was really withdrawn. Like, I was, like, really, really withdrawn, man. Really quiet. With my sister was, because, like, I'm a twin, yeah, so, like, you know, you grow up in the same sort of house. And I remember my sister was really, like, an extrovert. Like, really, I was really small as well. Like, she was taller than me. Like, so everyone thought she was, like, fucking 20 when I was, like, 11. You know what I mean? So I was always, like, in the shadow sort of thing. I know I used to cling to my mum's leg a lot. Like, just quiet. Plus, also, like, growing up in a house where you're just told, you know, do this, do that, don't do this. You know, you fucking say this.
Sit down.
Yeah. Like, my self-esteem was, like, non-existent, dude. I didn't get any self-esteem till I was about 17.
Didn't know what was going on.
Nah.
Yeah.
No. Like, literally. And I remember things vividly from primary school, man. And mostly it was just getting bullied or targeted for just random shit. I remember a kid throwing a fucking basketball in my face. Still to this day, if I see that cunt, I haven't seen him since grade 6. I swear to God, if I see him, I'm going to drop that cunt. I remember
That's for
him.
the basketball bitch.
Yeah, his name was Elliot. Elliot? I think it was Elliot. It was like a really Aussie-looking kid. Like, as in, like...
Brock.
Yeah, like a Brock. Speaking of which, Brock is out.
Brock Turner.
3 months.
Yeah, I was talking with my girlfriend the other day.
3 months.
It's good
Because he's white and rich, right?
White
or
and
whatever.
rich, yeah.
I said to my missus, imagine a black guy did that.
Black guy. He would be shot dead.
He wouldn't even got that far. He
Cops
wouldn't
would rock up. He'd be looking up from the dumpster. He'd be shot.
So this kid must be pretty rich, right?
I
I don't know all the ins and outs of the case, but he raped a chick behind a dumpster, right?
Yeah. She was drunk off a scone.
He took advantage.
Yeah.
raped her and 3 months. Wow.
3 months, man. Is that like disgusting or not disgusting, man?
I don't know what to say to that. Like,
But that shit, like, that's, how do you debate that? How do they see fit? How do they see that as like, yeah, 3 months. 3 months. Dude, what was Glenn Wheatley's sentence? 2 years?
for a little tax fraud.
For tax evasion.